10 seconds.
Now comes the part where we throw our heads back and laugh. Ready?
Ready!
How dare you!
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start your day off right.
There I am. I knew I forgot something. Anyway, good morning, everyone. How the heck are you? Welcome to the Wednesday, August 11th, 2020 episode of Nevermind the Furthermore as we search for our next video there. Hope you had a great night. Hope you enjoyed Clever Tile Pending last night. We had a great time. A marathon show. We lasted for 4 hours and 59 minutes. We are going to break that 5-hour mark eventually. But for right now, it remains unsullied. And Dan Hollifield, the ball's now in your court, man. Anyway, folks, we hope you're lining up a great Wednesday. We've got new comic book day. We've got all kinds of cool things, and we have a package reveal. Ooh, is that what name is that? Is that what could that be? It's an Arrow 4.0 comic, and it's got all kinds of goodies inside. I think there's at least 2 in here. But anyway, we'll be opening that at the bottom of the hour. Please share this message. Tell all your friends. If you know anyone that likes Luke Stone, get them involved. All right. And please share this message. Please like this if you on Facebook, if you enjoy any part of it. And also like the page you're watching it on, whether it's Kathy Jackson's books, the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, or Rising Tide Publications pages. We love your support. And we thank you for it. Also on YouTube, please give us a thumbs up, or as Phil DeFranco always says, or I'll punch you in the throat. You'll love it. I do it good. Also, please subscribe to the channel because we've got all kinds of we've been saying we're going to have some cool content coming soon. We've actually put the wheels in motion, and we're hoping by maybe next week, with any luck, we will have something to show you that we think you'll dig. Anyway, thank you for being here. And as always, we have sponsors. We have 2 of them today. The first is our regular sponsor, Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, so the look of your book matters to you. A lot of uneducated authors say, well, my book will sell itself. Well, no, it won't, you lying crap bag. No, what will sell your book is a great cover, and Jeffrey Hayes is among the best, if not the best. I love his work. He did my latest one, Snow Ambition. Look at that powerful cover. Number 4 in the Snow Short series. It's a standalone, quick-read crime drama. Based on characters created by Bobby Nash, rather. I'm confusing him with Snow. Bobby Nash, who was on our show last night with Charles F. Millhouse. We'll talk more about that later. But anyway, let's talk about my book here. It's only 99 cents, and it's available now on Amazon and at ben-books.com. But if you want a powerful cover like that, or one of the ones you saw in the trailer before that, if you want a trailer just like that, but more awesome, or if you want graphics to sell your book, holy cow, you got to talk to Plasma Fire Graphics. Check out their work on their Facebook page. Also check them out on plasmafiregraphics.com, where you can contact Jeffrey directly and get his rate card, because he is tray affordable. He really is, and he's a great guy to work with. A lot of fun, and what you see when he is done will amaze you. He does the wraparound covers. He does everything you need very affordably. So check out Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you because it matters to your readers. That's for dang sure. And we are also sponsored by Hailstorm Press, Hailstorm Publishing, and we're promoting this week the works of Amy Hale, such as these. Amy Hale, she's a very versatile, very talented author. She's the short and sassy storyteller. She's not short, she's fun-sized. But anyway, and right now we're really promoting her work because she and her husband have come down with the My Sharona Miley Cyrus, the COVID-19. And we want to cheer her up by getting her some sales. So please, last night I picked up one of her books. I've got some of them on my Kindle. I picked up one more. Whether it's a Kindle or a paperback, please check her out at Amazon.com. Also, please go to AuthorAmyHale.com and check out her full library. She'll send you an autographed book from there when she's feeling better. So Amy, we love you. John, we love you. Hope you're feeling better today. But yeah, they caught the Cooties 19, and so they're getting through it. John is starting to recover already. I haven't talked to Amy this morning, but anyway, please send him a "I love you" by buying one of Amy's books. It's a great way to show you love them. And speaking of showing you love someone, why don't you become one of my patrons on Patreon? Patreon.com is a monthly subscription service where you can directly financially assist your favorite creators. A lot of my friends have Patreon sites, and a lot of the people on this that you see on the screen. For $1, you get my special blog, which I will try to get to this week. I'll tell you why I missed last week and why I might also miss this, why I'm running scared this week to get it done. Also, you can get looks at my advanced looks at my works in progress, news that you just can't get just about anywhere, and you'll probably learn it first. So anyway, please check out what we offer in return for your financial support. And you can do that at www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. And it would be appreciated. Also, what's also appreciated is the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. These guys prop me up when I'm feeling blue and provide 7 days a week of great entertainment and information. Please check out our offerings. We have some really cool stuff. Later tonight at 7 p.m., we've got Ted Davies and Glenn B. Fleming on the Truth Mongers. They're going to talk about resonance and how that figures into mythology and modern misperceptions of it. It's a show that examines, talks about cryptids, ancient Egypt, all kinds of cool things like that, conspiracy theories. So please check them out tonight. It's a fascinating show. And then tomorrow we've got a full slate. I believe Ted will talk timepieces tomorrow morning at 10 a.m. I don't know if Ted and Carl are going to do the cigar show, but I think they should because it's a fascinating show. And I don't smoke. And then tomorrow night at 7 p.m. will be Comic Book Spectrum with myself, Eric S. Hawkins, Brian Rodman, and Clyde Hall. Will be reviewing and talking about comic books. We got a lot to talk about this week. We'd love your input on the conversation. And then at 9 p.m. is Stupid O'Clock with the great Joe Dog McKeel. It's the after convention hours discussion that you love. You don't know where you started. You don't know where it's going. You don't know how you got where you are in the conversation. But it's a lot of fun. It's always entertaining and amusing. And then follow that with Dan Hollifield's incredible new show, the Last Man Standing, and that will be on around 11 p.m. tonight, all times Eastern. And don't forget, on Saturday night we have a new brother from another mother joining us on the network, and that's Jody McPhee from the Desk of the Small Press Publisher every Saturday night with interviews and all kinds of cool stuff. And that's all the folderol I can come up with right now. But anyway, yeah, hope you tuned into last night's Clever Title Pending. We had a fantastic time. It was Charles F. Millhouse of Stormgate Press and Bobby Nash and myself. Charles had to get up early. Bobby was up early and was running on fumes, and I was just running on adrenaline. We did not make the 5-hour goal. We missed it by 1 minute, but it's 4 hours and 59 minutes of really fun conversation. I had a blast because these are my favorite shows where it's just old friends talking business, talking folderol, talking life, and it was a good time. And we hope you'll watch it, although we understand if you'll have to take it in bite-sized bits. But anyway, something we want to take in are our commenters, and I see all kinds of people I adore here. So let's scroll up to the top here. And don't forget, after 10:30, we're going to have, at the bottom of the hour, we're going to have a live package reveal. And this time I'm doing it right, okay? I screwed up the other one because I couldn't wait. Anyway, the first person in the gate at 8:53 on YouTube is Hi Brian from Christian Illusionist. Jake Lindsay said that was an awesome, clever title pending. Remind me not to drink water again. Yes, poor boy has a bladder the size of a chickpea, and he did not invest in the hail pail or the pod catheter, available now from Rising Tide Industries. But anyway, imagine a 52-hour clever title pending. Jake, you're going to have to imagine it. I will not do that. I will 5 hours, maybe the most. Although I have threatened to do marathons, I may do that for my 1,000th subscriber. You know, we might have like a all-day marathon of Nevermind the Furthermore. So if I reach, and I checked this morning, I'm over 570 subscribers, and thank you to everyone who's subscribed. It means the world to me. It really does. But if I'll tell you what, if we get 1,000 subscribers before, let's see, let me come up with a realistic goal. This is August. I tell you what, if I can get to 5,000 subscribers by the end of October, if I come back from HoloCon with we'll make it 1,100 subscribers. I'd like to make it 1,100. If I can have 1,100 subscribers by the end of by October 31st, by the end of October 31st. November 1st, and I open up my email and I've got 1,100 subscribers. I will schedule maybe on a Saturday or a Sunday, but it'll be a 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore. There will be bathroom breaks, however, but we'll work that out. But let's make that the goal, okay? And with your help, we can do it. So please, please, please. And Christian Jake, I don't mind the comments as long as they're relevant. You're doing fine, brother. You're doing fine. So anyway, the challenge, the gauntlet has been hurled. And no, Jake, I did a 49-hour run last October 3rd. 3 more hours would have killed me, says Joe Dog McKeel. Yeah. Last year, you put in the good service last year, Joe Dog. But this year, I trust you will be a little more sane as we do a simultaneous video broadcast from HoloCon and have the live event too, where I am a guest. I am honored to be a guest at HoloCon this year. It's going to be fun. And this is for everyone. If you could, would you watch Midnight Syndicate live? I'd give anything a shot. And Joe Dog McKeel has a good morning, Joe Dog. Good to see you, my friend. And again, thank you for, you know what, Cookie and I, we owe you big time. Seriously. And Teresa Dunn, good morning. Good rainy morning, Brian. Mwah, Teresa. Hope it's cooler where you are. It was about 70 when I woke up this morning. So going to be another warm one. And here he is, the new gem in the crown of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, Mr. Joe D. McPhee from the desk of the Small Press Publisher. Check him out Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern. Morning all, morning, Brian. Hope the magic hand of the goddess who brings you the caffeinated ambrosia of the gods is doing okay. That plus it powers you up to Orko levels. That's right. You think He-Man has the power? No, it's me. And we loves our Orko. We loves our Orko. All right. Anyway, Joe, it's good to see you. Good morning, and hope you are going to have a great new comic book day, sir. Always a pleasure to have you here, as always. And what's new, all? Well, like I said, in about 15 minutes or so, we're going to open this up. I can put my finger over the addresses because I don't want to. I don't want to dox anyone. And yeah, 2 fingers. You're not used to seeing more than 1 finger from me. But anyway, and good morning to Ace Bonnie. Glad you were there at the show last night. Good morning. What's a coffee's favorite karaoke song? Hit me with your best shot. Ow! Oh, yeah. I could use a shot right now. And I don't mean vaccine. I've already got that. Speaking of which, please send your love and positive healing vibes to Amy and John Hale this morning. Got a report from them. Amy's not feeling any better. John is. He's taken a turn for the better, and hopefully today he's going to be doing cartwheels and stuff like that, and I owe him a couple of hiccup cures. But anyway, and from the Desmond Small Press Publisher. And I was thinking coffee would be partial to the house song, The Percolator. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I've got the, was it Maxwell House theme? You know, and used to have the Percolator. I loved watching the Percolator when I was young. My great grandfather, who was insane, like most of the members of that side of the family, he got me started on drinking coffee. I had to have been about 3 or 4 at the time, but he would put, some instant coffee in a cup and fill it, just a little bit of coffee. And then, mom would fill it up with a lot of sugar and milk. And, that's where I learned to drink coffee, and where I've been horribly addicted ever since, and happily so. Donna, Carly, good morning to you, darling. Hope you are having a super morning. And Donna, and question of the morning, will Brian make it after the long show last night? That was a fun show. I have, Bobby and I did over 4 hours on another show one night, and, this is the first time on Clever Tile Pending we actually broke the 4-hour marker. It's not a record. I don't know that I want to go to 5 hours unless, Dan Hollifield and I can have a race about this, but right now I'm in the lead. I last night was so much fun. I love talking to Charles. I love talking to Bobby. I could talk to those two guys all day, all night, because they are such wonderful storytellers, each of them, and their journeys are not the same as mine. So I pick up something from them that I would not probably have gotten on my own. And the two guys are just such great gentlemen and great friends that I am blessed to be able to count them as such. And I try to be a good friend to them. But yeah, actually, I'm doing better than I thought I would, Joe. I didn't get to sleep right away because I was so filled with adrenaline, because I was really happy with the show last night. I've not had a bad show, I don't think, but I've had some shows, of course, where I'm happier with them than others. Not all of your kids behave well, but last night's was just a sheer joy. And we are going to schedule more meetings with the three of us. I don't know if we're going to push that 5-hour mark again, because poor Bobby, he had to get up early for his to take his dad to the doctor, and then Charles had to get up at 6 Eastern time to get to work. So please someone call Charles Millhouse and make sure he made it to work. Anyway, everyone's saying hello and morning. YouTube says they went 5 hours last night. I dropped out after only 2. Carl, that's the problem with you young kids. No stamina, I'm telling you. And from the Desk of the Small Press Publisher, if there is a caffeinated ambrosia of the gods in the house, he will be here. Bring the coffee and they will drink. Maybe a bit late, but he'll be here. I was only 1 minute late. I did pretty good. And he's still got 5 minutes. Yeah. This was posted at 9:55. And I love your optimism, Joe. Yeah, Carl, we had a great show last night. I was very happy with it. I had a good time. Everyone else had a good time, and everyone else having a good time laughing at Jody McPhee's statement. I just know, says Joe, how people get when they are addicted to the bean of evil. Mwahaha. And Folgers commercials aren't always wrong. That's right. We've replaced Brian's bloodstream with Folgers coffee. Let's see if anyone notices. Probably not, because Brian did it already. And Brian's almost done with his cup. That may tell you something. And the bean of evil, wow, takes a great big cup of evil. Well stated, Carl, well stated. And Christian Lucius, Jake Lindsay said, I stayed up till 4 a.m. last night after Clever Title Pending, probably peeing. Poor boy. I felt so bad for him. And the thing is, at one point we hit a number of records last night. One was longest broadcast. Another one was longest delay between answers. Oh my God. Oh, it was so funny because we were having a conversation. It's like this show. When I'm behind in your comments, it means the show's working because we are having a conversation. Now, sometimes when somebody says something and it stands alone, I'll react, we move on. But then there's sometimes you say something and I feel incumbent upon me to reply to it in length, sometimes too long. But anyway, Jake, we hope you shook all of it out of you last night. We hope you're drained today. And I know later today will be nap time for Brian as a result, unless he gets a coffee IV drip. Dude, today is new comic book day, and I've got to get my starter changed for this weekend because Saturday I'm going to be at Castle Perilous, the 200 block of West Main in Carbondale, Illinois, off the edge of the campus of Southern Illinois University. And I'll be there from 10 to 2 with Cookie. Cookie is coming with me, and we're going to have a lot of fun. We've got some new books that you guys have not seen down there, and we'd love it if you come in and said hello to us and bought a whole lot of stuff. And Damian Waldbrun, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Damian. I'm still working on my project for you. Anyway, we'll get it done, sir. And from this one, Small Press Publisher, if he does, he'll be like Superman from Epic Rap Battle, one punching over 9,000 screams. Yeah, all of them mine, probably. And everyone's saying hello and good morning to Pops Van Zandt, Comics Talk, already 20 minutes behind. Good morning, all. Well, it's all, you know, when you guys start commenting earlier and I start the show, yes, I'm 20 minutes behind. As it is, I am 24 minutes behind at this point, and trying to wake up after for What If to hit this morning. Ooh, that's right, the new Marvel cartoon series, What If, based on the comic book. For those of you who don't know, What If is a long-running comic. It started, I think, at Joe D. McPhee helped me, like around 77 or so, 78. And the premise is, what if something happened differently in the Marvel universe? Like, what if the members of the 1960s Marvel bullpen were the Fantastic Four? What if Captain America wasn't frozen in the ice? What if someone else got the powers of Spider-Man? What if Gwen Stacy did not die? You know, and they also had a great humor issue 35, with one of my favorite things by Frank Miller. What if Daredevil was deaf instead of blind? And it's got the beautiful artwork by Frank Miller, and it shows him punching out these villains, and he's like, surrender, give up, give up, give up, I'm Daredevil, give up. And you know, Daredevil, the man without fear, and he's beating up these guys, and they're like, we give up, we surrender. And he goes, give up, give up. And somebody yells, he's deaf, you idiots, run. And he's like punching him, and somebody yells, hey, I just realized he can't hear. And Daredevil goes, yep, man without fear, that's me, pow. You know, it was a great one-page humor thing, and I didn't do it, Pops. Yeah, I'm sure you didn't. No, you didn't. It was just the way this thing works. But anyway, Damien, yeah, what if? And the thing is, what if the cartoon is going to have many of the voices from the cinematic Marvel universe, such as Robert Downey Jr., Chris Evans, etc., etc. Don't be surprised if you don't hear Scarlett Johansson's voice right now. And back in the cereal box, checking in right on time. Hey there, friends and foes. Happy New Comics Day. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to tearing this thing open. So we've only got about 4 or 5 more minutes. So let's get to your comments. That stupid clock jump scared me again. At least I don't have to use the restroom anymore. We're glad to help, and we hope you get your trousers wrung out, Jake. And Carl Witzman, here we go. Turn down your volume if you don't want to jump at 10 seconds. Oops, too late. And the show will be shot from BKM's bed. Hey, you guys, I'm surprised you guys are up. Some of you stuck with me last night. You know, it's Rick Bradley and Dan that I'm wondering will make it this morning. And Ted Davies Artistry, good morning to you, my friend. Love you, man. Good to see you. And let's get some comments on the screen. And Charles F. Millhouse. Okay, let's make one thing clear before the show gets started. Does anyone have to pee? Not yet, but I'm working on it. Oh, I've got my mini hail pill ready. Anyway. No, Cookie's going to bring up some more coffee later. Charles, how are you doing this morning, sir? Sorry we kept you up so late, you young thing. And from the Small Press Publisher, never underestimate me. I can be spot on my prediction like the mad bomber who bombs at midnight. I called it. Could be. And Donna Carlene, he made it. Yay, I'm here. And so did Charles F. Millhouse. He made it. Now we got to check in with Bobby Nash to make sure he's... Well, I'm not worried about Bobby. He's good. He's done this before. And Jeffrey Hayes, happy What If Wednesday Nevermorians fell asleep in the recliner after the first 3 hours of Nevermind and Furthermore. Oh my God. You young people, No stamina. I'm telling you, it's those old farts that can keep the thing going here. Caught up on the last hour this morning. 3 great peeps in one great place. And thank you for being there last night, Jeffrey. And you consider it your fan club had shown up. And check out Plasma Fire Graphics. This is the guy behind it. The incredible talent of Jeffrey Hayes creates some beautiful covers. Wait till you see the Terror, folks. I am salivating to get that to you. Christian Illusionist Jake Lindsay says, Charles, I went 6 times this morning already, so I'm good. Anyway, updates as they occur. Stay tuned to Rising Tide Broadcast Network. When news breaks, we put a splint on it. And Ted Davies Artistry. Check out TED Talks Timepieces Thursday morning at 10 a.m., followed by Cigars and Mayhem with Ted and Carl at 11. Talk about ashtrays. Yes, ashtrays. See your ashes there. Oh, you bet your ash that's going to be a good show. No, I'm serious. Oops, there went my book. I got it. It's safe. But no, I love Thursday mornings. You do some great stuff. I'm not always there for the live thing, but I do check out later in the day. And it's not a show, but Green Room ran from 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. once. Is that 7 hours? 7 a.m. to 2? Yeah, that's 7 hours. So, okay. The new record has got to be set. I got to beat 7 hours. I got to get some people who will cooperate, one of whom will not be my wife. And Joe Dog McKeel, hello, everybody. Hello, Joe Dog. It's so good to see you, as always. And Skunk Rocker, always a delight, my man. And I saw your comment at the end of Monday's show. Yeah, we suck. We do. And hello, Evermorian. I don't know if Jake Lindsay has been trying to steal my thunder again or not, but so I came up with a new thing to do every show that I think might be fun. We'll see what happens. Okay. Now I feel trepidation. You could probably hear it clench from here. And back on the cereal box, 9 a.m. Eastern time every Saturday morning. Great show. Get your cereal, stay in your PJs, and have some fun with John B. Pica and friends. This week's episode of Back Issue Breakfast Club is hosted by your substitute host, Johnny, who reviews Adventure Man Volume 1. Yes. Excuse me, I unmuted just to do that, right? Anyway, hold on. Yeah, okay, anyway, we're going. No, Adventure Man. John, you recommended that to me. Dude, that was super. You didn't sell it enough, though. It was so good. Matt Fraction, he's amazing. He can be an amazing writer, and then he can do some stuff. I'm like, what the hell is this? I found what is it? He did a series of Avengers Illuminati, I think it was. Very heavy. It was a heavy comic to get through. And I found his Jimmy Olsen, except for the last issue, to be virtually unreadable. But he's done some other things like a good long run on Fantastic Four that I enjoyed. But Adventure Man, I hope he's working on Volume 2. That was so good. If you love pulp comic books, pulp stories, that's a good one for you. And here we go. Good morning, Nevermornings. Hope you are having a great day. Hugs. Same to you. Mwah. Hope your morning's going well. Glad to have you here. And Scott Crocker says, stupid o'clock. Thursdays at 9, Saturdays at 11. And presents possibly not so true facts or stuff I just made up. Well, there we go. Tune in to Stupid O'Clock, your leading source of fake news. Anyway, looking forward to it, Skunk. You're terrific. And after leaving the show, House MD, Hugh Laurie had to go to a professional acting coach to get his British accent back because of playing an American for 8 straight years caused him to lose it entirely. I had not heard that. That is amazing. And we'll get to you, Bill Sarden, in a moment. When attempting to sound British before meeting with the acting coach, he sounded worse than Dick Van Dyke attempting a Cockney accent. Is it true? I don't know. Google it. Just remember to watch Stupid O'Clock on Thursdays at 9 and again Saturday at 11 for more useless trivia that might be completely false. All right. I love it. It's a great story. You know, it's funny you say that, Skunk, because I just happened to see some of the outtakes from Doctor Strange, and it was funny listening to Benedict Cumberbatch. Like he's as the American Stephen Strange, he fluffs a line, and then he goes on to apologize, but he's still in the accent. That's amazing. That really is. So that may be false, but I could buy into it, Skunk. And the artwork of Bill Sarden says, a weary Wednesday morning to the fabulous Fezman and all the Nito Nevermorians. Count your God-given blessings. They're working for you, and bring Cookie home. Thank you, brother. We are working on it. Oh, yes, I promised everyone a health update. Monday afternoon, we took Cookie to the orthopedic surgeon. who took her out of her cast. And it was just basically a regular temporary cast, and a lot of gauze inside. When she pulled her arm out, it looked like like some sort of ape, because all that stuff stuck to the back of her arm like my hairy arm. And then it was the gauze. Then it was like a not really a really hard cast, not a permanent one by any stretch. And then like a super thick ace bandage around it. And the doctor, they took another x-ray. They found out that we had thought they had only cracked the radial bone. I thought it was the ulna, but it was the radius bone. And it turned out it was broken. It had actually broken, but it had not separated. It actually was still perfectly in place. And Cookie she's got her rocket surgeon degree from YouTube University, like I do. And she's been doing exercises to try to maintain strength in that arm, because she had read that, like, after 4 to 6 weeks, which is the normal healing period, a lot of arms, they come out of the cast and their muscles are completely dead, not dead, but they just don't have any strength. But it turns out, because of all she had done while in the cast, she is expected to make a full recovery very quickly. And the surgeon was so happy with her that, in fact, she does not have a cast. She has her bare arm. She's got some stuff that she can do exercises to build up the strength in that arm again and to regain mobility. She has, I would probably say by now, probably about 65% mobility. Still a little bit of pain, but the other, on that scale of 10, the other day it was quite bad. Now that she's out of the cast, she says when her arm is not, when it's resting, it's a 0. There's no pain. When she is trying to move it or she's moving around, it's usually around a 3. But she is trying to get strength back in the arm. We will hear from physical therapy probably next week. But Cookie is doing great, and they want her back on the job. Her job is secure. And in fact, she may get promotion. So anyway, that's the update on Cookie. And so anyway, thank you, Skunk. Thank you, Bill Sarton. Check out Bill Sarton's Sarton Art 76 on Facebook and sign up for that page. And Sarah, morning. For some reason, I was notified that last night's show was live, then had to search for this one. Yeah, Facebook is like that. I've got my computer, the broadcast computer, set up to get notices from Facebook. And it is not unusual for me to only be like an hour and a half into the episode, any given episode, and suddenly it comes on. You have a show starting in 15 minutes. No, it's already started. But anyway, Sarah, glad you're here. I will check in on your messages later today. And it's artwork of Bill Sarton says the bird's the word when you subscribe to the nice and nifty newsletter of Cindy Kepps at CKOEPB.com. It's really something to tweet about. I agree. I totally agree. And the hails are in my thoughts. Thank you, darling. Thank you, Sarah. We are pulling from there. I mean, they're getting by. And John is on the mend. As of yesterday, Amy was still not feeling great. And we just had a comment dump. Quiet, Jake. Anyway, Ted Davies Artistry says, see you tonight on the Truthmongers. Resonance in ancient architecture. Sound energy. That sounds like a sound idea for a show. I'm looking forward to it as always. Check it out tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Central. And Sarah, Ted is awesome as always. I couldn't agree more. And time flew last night. It was a good show. And, honestly, I wasn't really aware of the time till we hit about 3.5 hours. And it's like, holy cats, I could go on for another 20 minutes. But anyway, yeah, it was a great show. Bobby Nash and Charles F. Milhouse are great storytellers, and they've always got something to say, and I love hearing it. And I'm glad you guys do too. And hey, Glenn B. Fleming, looking forward to seeing you tonight on the Truthmongers on the Rising Tide Broadcasting Network. It's going to be good. And Kathy Jackson, hope you are to Kathy and that you are doing well. Facebook is not showing me everyone's name on Facebook this morning because they're poopy heads. And Skunk, if you can find Avenue 5, I think that was the name where Hugh had to switch between accents within the same show. Great acting, says Carl Witzman. Yeah, Hugh Laurie is an incredible actor and a fun comedian. all the stuff he did with Stephen Fry is hilarious, or the young ones. He popped up on there frequently. And I couldn't believe I was commenting from beginning to end of CTP while thinking of how I text sometimes. Maybe I shouldn't be too surprised. You were a delight, Sarah. I'm so glad you were there. And good morning, my friend, says Willow Skyler. Mwah. Willow's Pillow Talk every week. And also check out our brand new show with Keisha Acuff, Cryptid Crunch. It is awesome. It's cryptids. It's crunchy. It's great. And Randy Zimmerman is Hero Bot Zero, Arrow Point 4. Definitely. I've still got my pile of stuff from Arrow that I haven't opened yet. But speaking of opening, who was up for an opening here? I got my $1 knife from Dollar Tree. And let's see if we can do this, because I'm trying not to show everybody Luke's home address. And Luke, I hope you're watching, my man. Luke had a signing this morning at a comic book shop, I'm pleased to say. So let's find where the seam is. Okay, be back here. All right, and look at that neat packing tape he got there. Hey, is that cool or what? So we're gonna cautiously score this and see if we can. Aha! All right. And we're opening up the Gemini mailer. And we got a couple more comments here. Yeah, that's actually not true. That wasn't Hugh Laurie doing the British accent. That was actually Stephen Fry. And stop trying to ruin my joke. There we go. And to Ninja Gecko, good to see you this morning. Hope all is well. And thank you, Ryan Permis, and thank you for sharing this as always. And please like and share this message if you would. And happy Wednesday, happy Wednesday, Nevermorians. How are you? I'm doing well. That's great to hear, Ryan. And check out the latest episode of the podcast Talking Movies on Anchor FM. The Nerdcast is up to 11-0 number of episodes. It is awesome. You got to listen to it. Was I ruining your joke, skunk? Sorry. And subscribe to the channel, Nerd Culture Channel of Ryan Permissons, for great nerdy content. And the Historical Fencing Guild, good morning to you, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. Good morning, Nevermorians. Hope everything is going well. It is going fantastic because we have a product reveal here. We're just going to slide it out. Slide it out of that Gemini mailer. Okay, everything. And see, the Gemini mailer top here is sealed. And look at Historical Fencing Guild. You showed up just in time. And what have we here? We're going to start with, oh my gosh. Oh, we're opening up the bag here. I didn't peek in this one. So, ooh, that's a nice print. That is a beautiful. It's Luke Stone. I should never be surprised at that. He is an amazing, one of the best artists in the indie field. But anyway, from Arrow 4.0, the brand new home of Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, issue number 7. Looking forward to this. Part 2 of The Killing Field by writer, artist, creator Luke Stone. Layout pencils by Brian Dawson. Colorist is Patrick Gamma. Lettering is Nikki Powers, and Piper Steed is the editor. Yay, good work. And lovely. It looks, OMG. Oh, look at this. A lot of artists can draw superhero types, but it takes really, really good artists, honestly, to draw regular people. And I can flip this because I know I'm not going to see, like, somebody's breasts dropping out of their shirt or something. But look at that action. Look at that storytelling. Luke, you are so good at this. And now we got the costumes coming there. Oh, Danger from an Arrow. And what else have we got here? Oh, Trash Man. I love Trash Man. He and Chlorine are my two favorites in there. Oh, man. Lots of action, lots of fun. And a backup story written by Luke Stone, drawn by Samir Simao, colored by Jason Smith, lettered by Luke Stone, and edited by Piper Steed. Another a backup story in here. I didn't know we were going to have a backup. And whoa, I can't reveal that last page. That's a spoiler. And good stuff. And yep, and an ad for the great stuff coming out from Arrow 4.0, Randy Zimmerman. I'm so looking forward to that. And this is cool. And I can't wait to look through this book later. That will be there. But what else did I get? You're wondering. Well, I'm glad you asked. I got a trading card of Lua Pele with Thax Oye on the back. I'm sure I've mispronounced that name, but that is cool. I sincerely love this. This is so fresh. It's a patch you can sew on your jacket or your shirt or have a nail gun to your forehead, but it's chlorine, right? And in a chibi style. That is so cool. Plus, we have a beautiful kind of shiny. Yeah, look at that shiny stuff. Print from our good friend Luke. That is awesome. And yeah, Nick, I got the next one. I'm going to put this away so it's protected. Always protect your funny books. These could be worth millions one day. You can buy a university one day with just one issue of Hybrids, I'm sure. There we go. There we go. That's in there. It is safe. And we'll put that right there because we're going to take that downstairs to read. And this is something I am super excited about. I'm opening it up. Nicholas Anthony Tockard is an amazing, amazing creative force. He is a tsunami of creativity. And he is also a very, very talented gamer. And now Hybrids, the Sons of Gods, the role-playing game. Storming the Gates of HEC Episode 1. This is a tabletop thing. Think Dungeons and Dragons, but with the characters from oh my god, that's brilliant. And you got stats on some of the characters there. See? And laid out by Luke Stone, I think. And I'm in here. Thank you, Nick. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Special thanks to Luke Stone for letting me play in this world and Brian K. Morris for bringing us together. Hey, the Lord works in mysterious ways. That he does. But yeah, and it's a player guide. It's a quick play guide, which means you can sit down and just go through this and you are rolling the bones and getting stuff together. It's got maps. It's got the adventure here and more drawings of various critters and weaponry. And oh my god, this looks so good. This looks so good. And I love this. This made me go, oh my god. It has downloadable maps and character sheets. Scan that QR code there. Oh, Nick, this is oh my god. And I can't wait to see. And Saturday night on from the Desk of Small Press Publisher, Jody McPhee announced not only his entry into the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. We're proud to have you, Joe. Not only that, but also Nick Tockard is working on a wrestling game for him, and it could be should be compatible with the Hybrids game. So hope you enjoyed that. I am so happy. Luke Stone, if you're watching, my man, thank you very much. Great fulfillment. And Nick Tockard, championship effort there. I am so proud of both of you guys. Well done. Well done. And now let's get back to your comments. I am now officially, let's keep track, 25 minutes behind, but that was worth it, don't you think? And Ryan Permison says spots are open for 2022 to be a guest on, and I quote, they were live Saturdays at noon Eastern time, but if we need to record, we can do that. So it's friendly conversation, and you get to promote yourself, so check it out. Go to the Calendly address there and sign yourself in, please. And Brian, Glenn, yes, Comics Unlimited #7 is now available on Amazon with all my other stuff. Check out Amazon. Now, he has the UK address there, but it's also listed on the Amazon.com address. So check out the work of Glenn B. Fleming because he is amazing. And Will Talk, speaking of amazing, says, tune in tomorrow morning for an exclusive Pillow Talk. I will be interviewing Glenn B. Fleming. Hey, he's my buddy. I like him. He's fun. So definitely check that out. That's at 10 a.m. Central Time, 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Also, check out tomorrow morning Coffee Talk with Varian Grant and Randy Zimmerman on the Indie Volt Network because they're my buddies. And great, clever title pending last night. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you for your questions. Thank you for answering my questions. All three of you are awesome. Well, so are you, Ryan. And let's get that stuff going. Seriously, let's... I could work with you and, get you, have you generate a plot. You could train yourself actually after a time, Ryan. You'll have more plots and you'll have time to get to them. And awesome, Sarah's talking about herself. And Kelly Austin, didn't get a chance to see your PM to me. I'll check it out later. And good morning, all. A hearty salute to you, Brian. The doctor is giving me B12 shots weekly now. I can do 5 hours, 6 hours, no problem. Maybe that's what I need next time I have Bobby and Charles on. I have so much energy now. I'm churning out so much writing material. Yes, the raspberry coffee is also delicious. Oh, yeah, I will never again sleep. I feel that way some days too, and some days I feel like I'll never wake up, and that's fine. I'm also sending Charles F. Millhouse, my publisher, Stormgate Press, my book before October 31st. Yes, Charles is working on Little Sleep But Good. Well, I'm glad, Kelly, I'm glad you were there last night, and thank you for your superb questions. Thank you to everyone who participated in last night's Funhouse. And I think I get a hold of Clayton Merwin. I don't think he realized I was 2 hours. I'm so far behind comments. We were actually, that was another record we set. We were 2 hours behind the comments, but that was okay. And Molly Daniels, heading to the State Fair, listening while driving. And yes, I posted this before I took off. If you venture out, our booth is at the air-conditioned expo hall. Yeah, but it's that hour and change between the two today. I'd love to be out there, but sell all the books, Molly. Sell all the books. You're awesome. And agreed, says Sarah. Joe Dong McKeel says, I'm not random. I've just mastered the ability to burst out with nonsense spontaneously. Would that we all had that mutant talent. And Kat Rothenmel, hey, good morning, that magnificent Morris monster. How the heck are you? Love you, miss you. Love you too, Kat. How the heck have you been? I've been following you stalking you on Instagram and here. Love watching your exploits. Hope you're doing well, sweetheart. She is the rock and roll art goddess, and we love her. Kat, it's good to have you here. Historical Fencing Guild said there's nothing wrong with having a little blood in your caffeine system. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of mine and just go strictly caffeine. I'm going into rehab for it. And Glenn B. Fleming, I'm on with Willow Schuyler tomorrow at 10 a.m. Central Time. Going to be a good one with a couple of announcements. Ooh, announcements. We like announcements. And seriously, Glenn Scott, I know what the announcement is, and mum's the word. I'm gonna let you have the ta-da, because that's the way I roll. But it's a good announcement. Tune into Willows and find out what it is. Ryan Permison just saw the results. You went for almost 5 hours last night. May God have mercy on your souls. Yeah, there was a part of me that said one more minute I could hit 5 hours. But I, was like, nah, we got something to shoot for. Everyone should have everyone should be able to see the next rung on the ladder as you move upwards. And Sarah says, yeah, it was something like 3+ hours behind in the comments last night. It was awesome from beginning to end. Those guys are great. That's why we're going to have them on back. I'm really got to schedule some people to do it regularly. I get a lot of people that, unfortunately, they have this idea. Well, I get not so much anymore. I've kind of weaned a lot of them away, but I occasionally get people that say, I've got a Kickstarter. When can I come on your show? It's not like, may I come on your show? But it's like, I've got a Kickstarter. Thus I feel entitled to be on your show. I've had some people even tell me, well, could you kick somebody out so that I can have this slot? And it's like, no, that will never happen. I've had some people that said, well, I can't do it. Before we formally announce it and said, well, I can't do it. Can we reschedule? And I'll say yes. And then I'll move somebody in there. I've had to do that a couple times recently, but it all works out. So anyway, but Bobby and Charles, I would have them on every week if they wanted, but as it is, they've got things to do too. So Comic Talk and Pops Fans on YouTube. What If was the beginning of the alt universe genre. Yeah. Well, also DC before that had a series in the 60s, particularly in the Superman books, had what they called imaginary stories, and they were like, what if Bruce Wayne was raised by the Kent family? What if Superman and Batman traded identities? That sort of thing. It was mostly the Mort Weisinger books like Superman Action World's Finest. And Julie Schwartz had one. It was a very dramatic Carmine Infantino artwork and cover, but it shows a close-up of Robin holding up a picture or a newspaper, and the headline is that Batman is dead, and Robin is crying on the cover and saying, I will bring your killers to justice. And that was all about, I think it was Gardner Fox lying down and stating that, how his process worked for writing stories in comics, and just kind of letting his mind wonder what would happen if. So, but yeah, the imaginary stories, plus it was the Elseworld series that ran from DC for many years, some of which were incredible, like Gotham by Gaslight. That is superb. And What If Phoenix Never Died? Yep, that's another great one there. What If Phoenix Never Died? What if the Avengers were formed in the 50s? Which actually there are a couple issues of What If that are in Marvel continuity, such as that one, and issue 4, What If Steve Rogers was not Captain America? So anyway, Sarah says, but managed to keep up with the comments, which has to be some kind of superpower. It's training. It is training. I'm glad my audience grew And I'm only like half an hour or so behind most of the time, so it works out. And the What If series was one of the inspiration for my comic Realmer X. I got to check that out, Damien. That sounds really cool. And Kat Rothermel says it's great to see you, Brian K. Morris. Keep on keeping on, and hugs and kisses back to you, Mwah, Art Goddess. So glad to see you here. It makes me happy. And Joe Dog McKeel says, okay, for the last time, that thing with the goat was a long time ago. She wanted to move on, and I am over it now. I understand. And I'm sorry it was such a messy breakup, but that's what Bounty is for. It's the quicker picker-upper. And it was 1977. Okay, I was pretty close then. That was a good year for comics, I'm telling you, especially from Roy Thomas. And someone who visited us last night, I'm grateful to say, we got to have you back, too. John Bruning, I hung in there until 11 p.m. Eastern last night. You guys are just playing in a whole different league. Yeah, John, there is just something tragically broken about the three of us. This is our fun for 5 hours at a time. And we did have some people checking on us after 4 hours because then we had to summon a physician. So you know how it goes. But John, we were glad to see you last night. It was so good to have you there. And good to have Sarah. Any need for a shiwi to have a tube long enough to reach the bathroom? I don't know. I may have to get the extension cable for my pod catheter, though, because that's probably, good Lord, it's around 2 corners. Probably about 6, 12, let's call it 25 feet. I probably have to have 25 feet of cable here. I'd have to, and some of it's uphill too, so that could be an added challenge. And this is a big week for the Historical Fencing Guild. I have the ongoing game tonight and the first practice since Pandemania. Oh, that's right. Nick is going to be running live combat practice at the Tockert Studios this week. So please check it out. I'm looking forward to seeing that start up again. That'll be so much fun. Skullcracker says, you went to pee 6 times this morning, Jake. Should probably see a doctor. Something might be wrong with your prostate. And I didn't shut up for the entire show. So Sarah, you were awesome last night, girlfriend. You were fantastic. And excellent, Pops, on going over 400 subs. Yeah. Oh, did you, Pops? Congratulations, dude. That's very cool. I'm proud of you too, Pops. Well done. Check out Pops Van Zandt. He's got a great channel, and also subscribe to his YouTube place too. It's great. And Charles F. Millhouse, my favorite. What if Conan lived today? Yes, that was a really good comic. I also liked what if different people had the power of Spider-Man? What if people had the power of Nova? Because I love that old Nova comic. And there was also another one. What if Conan met Thor? That was also a good one too. Especially the first series of What If were my favorites. Most of those were really, really great. And was it What If there's one involving the Kree Skrull War, I think. The second series wasn't too bad. Those are my 2 favorites, though. Joe Dog McKeel, I went big potty before the show, came back to 10 seconds. Glad I went before. Hey, Skunk Rocker made it loud for a reason, you know what I'm saying? And Jake Lindsay says, Skunk, I drank 8 bottles of water before bed. Oh, I probably should have had some too. I was severely dehydrated last night. In fact, I don't change, my trousers. I'm not going anywhere special. I'm going to wear the same trousers I wore yesterday because I hang them up and they were still a little wet from last night. So I had to change them. Because, this office doesn't have very good insulation and it was like in the 90s yesterday. And the heat was still going on in here. So I have my little fan here, and it blows wind on me. That's about, there we go. We're going to increase the speed there, but it just has a little breeze across my face. It makes it feel better. So anyway, a sneeze, someone must have given Brian decaf. Oh my God. Poisoning. They're trying to poison me. But anyway, the artwork Bill Sarn says, I hate to ask, but what paid network will the new Marvel What If animated series be on that I'll have to mortgage the house for? I'm sure they'll have to wait for it to come out on DVD. Well, that's the thing. I think it's on, what is it? HBO Max, I think it is. But same as WandaVision. But the thing is, they're not going to let WandaVision or for the foreseeable future, Marvel is not, and the Disney people are not going to have WandaVision or the Falcon and the Winter Soldier on DVD. You go to their service, but what you can do is subscribe, just plan to binge watch, subscribe for 1 month and then drop it. Anyway, the Historical Fencing Guild goes, 7 hours, need to check with Dan Holofield. We have had similar. Yeah. It's not I'm not in competition with you or Dan. It would kill me. But like I said, we will do a 12-hour. Yeah, I'm going to write that down. I'm going to write that down so I can be held to my promise. Let's see. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Yeah. 12-hour. Never mind the furthermore. 1,100 subscribers on YouTube. All right. And that is before November 1st. Okay. At the end of Halloween, my numbers better be up there, and we will schedule a 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore. I may have to eat on camera. That's one, or we'll do something. I'm not going to eat on camera in front of everybody. I find that annoying. There's a lot of things other broadcasters do that just drive me up the wall, and I quit watching them after a while. But anyway, no, looking forward to it. I'd like to see that. So 1,100 people, please share this message and encourage your friends to subscribe to this channel. And a sneeze, someone must have given Brian decaf. Oh my God, they did it to me again. And yes, the 10 seconds can be a bit of a surprise if your volume is up high and you haven't hit the like and subscribe before then. That's true. You need to hit both those buttons, and that will moderate the tone on the countdown timer to the show. That was a public service announcement from Carl Witzman and your friends at the Rising Tide Broadcast Network. Thank you. Ace Bonnie, I didn't make it to last night's show until the end. It was fun. It was movie night with Kara last night. Well, how can we deny you that, my friend? That is worth missing me for, I would say. And I'm back. I had to pee again. A theme begins to emerge with Jake. Anyway, Jake, keep us posted. How is that pee flowing, my man? Let those golden streams run fast and proud. I'm telling you. Why am I encouraging him? What is broken inside me? Oh my God! What fresh mess am I creating now? So, there you are. Okay. And Charles at Millhouse, you may need to seek medical. Yeah, because we're apparently scaring the out of him. So, and Grant Lankard, good morning to you. Just happened to hop on and and let you know I won't be here. Busy fulfilling my Kickstarter. I saw you got that Beowulf #2 in yesterday. I am happy for you, my friend. So, folks, be expecting another great issue of Beowulf in your mailboxes soon. That's super. And why can't you hear Pterodon using the restroom? The P is silent. Oh, that's great, Jake. That is funny. And now it's going to be golden shower jokes for the rest of the morning. Oh, boy. And Jake, oversharing on the field, says the Historical Fencing Guild. Roughing the listener, 3 root beer penalty. You're cooler. That's right. Penalty, roughing the listener. So... 15 yards, and poor Cookie. Yeah, poor Cookie didn't eat last night until I got off the air. She just looked so sad when I got, honey, have you eaten? You waited for me? Mm-hmm. I'm like, you want me to make dinner before we go to bed? Mm-hmm. So we had a little bit of a snack, and she was a happy girl. And that's a nice thing about getting the cast off or cuddling again. That's, for married people understand that's kind of cool. Yeah, I still have to be careful about her elbow. I have to be careful about that. But we get to cuddle again. And in fact, we frequently drive with, like if she's driving, she puts her hand on my leg. If I'm driving, I put my hand on her leg, and we hold hands there. First few days, we didn't do that. And we were driving back, and she had her StreamYard pillow. Thank you, Joe Dog. Under her arm, and I kind of wiggled my hand in, put on there, and she was just so she's like, I missed this. I missed it too. That's why I'm doing it. So anyway, Charles, if there's hot girls there, I'm in, says Jake Lindsay. Well, maybe you could get the same outhouse. That's 2-holer there. That's kind of romantic. And yay, Cookie. Thank you, Nick. And Kat Rothermel to Cookie Morris. Yes, thank you all. And ouch to the break, but so proud of Cookie Carol Morris for working it proactively. That's my girl. That is my girl. I'm telling you. And let's see. We just had another comment dump here. We'll get back to you what you were saying. And there we go. And Charles Millhouse said, Mary and I love you, Cookie. Get better soon. Oh, we love you guys too. So can't wait to see each other again. And good news about Cookie. May Air continue to watch over her. Oh, we thank you for the blessings there. Thank you, Donna, and thank you, Air, and thank you, God. And William Quinton, good to see you this morning. Good morning. I'm pleased to report that I'm expecting a shipment from my printer today. Yes, Death Comes to Glenfallow is almost here. That is good news, William. Keep us posted, my friend. Hope all is well, and good morning to Jessica Johnson. Mwah! The goddess behind Heroes for Kids, and it's great. And Nick said that Jake Lindsay, Brian said it was okay. I apologized to him about it, and he said it's okay. Yeah. And people are listening to me. Good Lord, what's wrong with you? And I am home taking shelter from the storms. Here we go, says Michaela Jade. Michaela, mwah, check out Morning Motivation. I'm serious. That is a great show. I listen to it every day, and it's not like I am where I am, and I can't use that sort of thing. A beautiful woman telling me to get off my ass and get busy and get and start working towards my dream. We all need that, and y'all need Michaela in the morning. So please subscribe to her channel. She is rising fast. She's going to pass me up, and I can't wait to see it. All right. But don't forget, I'm going to give you a 12-hour Never Mind the Furthermore if I hit 1,100 subscribers before November 1st. So, and Jessica Johnson has that Facebook page for Heroes for Kids out of Perryville, Missouri. It's a great cosplay group that uses their incredible superpowers and wonderful likenesses to your favorite characters to raise money for the kids and the community. So please check them out. They sell also, when you see them at a show, check out their booth because they have a variety of pop culture artifacts that look great in your house, and they'll sell them to you, and the proceeds will go to make this a better world. All right. And from the desk of small press publishers. So that means you have to start ducking soon as a result of speedy recovery. Not sure to say excellent for her health, or be kind of sad that she might test reflexes. So far, I've got the jump on her. So far, I can still come in from that blind side and hope to live. Now, her right-hand side, her pimp hand is strong. She can turn me into a mist in a memory, if you know what I mean. And Christian Illusionist say, I won't say that for the comments. Oh, go for it, dude. If it annoys people, have at it. And Facebook page for the Heroes for Kids Con. It's going to be next July. I will be there, and a lot of your favorite authors and creators will be there. So please check it out, and hopefully we'll have another writing panel. We do good at the writing panel. And good morning to Doris Jones, Labors of Love. Mwah, Doris, good to see you. Love your videos. I really do. You are amazing. You're a fantastic artist. I love you, darling. And I love you, Sarah. Glad Cookie is going with you this weekend. I'm glad. I'm sorry we won't be going, but you got stuff to do. Sarah, we might call you on the way back, because we got a couple things we're going to do down there. But maybe we'll call you and see if we can just drop off your comic book, if nothing else. And Joe Dog says Hugh Laurie should have been the Doctor at one time. Well, at one point, he was kind of touted to be in consideration. Of course, they reveal a lot of names, and it's like, oh yeah, Hugh Laurie's going to be the next Doctor. Oh yeah, Idris Elba is going to be the next Doctor, and it's not always right. Already, people are already lining up to replace not Jodie Foster. That's American, but Jodie Whittaker, who I think's done an incredible job, and I think Chris Chibnall has, for the most part, has hit more than he's missed. And he's outraged a lot of the Who community, and I couldn't be happier because that show works for me when you shake things up, when you crack it a little and make it a little more mysterious, give us something that we can speculate on, then that's the Doctor. I can't wait to see what they do in the next 50 years. And supposedly, what is it next? Let's see, they're leaving in 2022, and whoever takes over in 2023, I hope they call Jodie back for the 60th anniversary show. I've been fortunate to see, the anniversary shows so far, the 10th, 20th, the 30th was kind of so-so, but it was kind of a fundraiser thing. And then we didn't have a 40th, of course, because there was no Doctor Who on at the time, but we've had the anniversary shows ever since, and makes me happy. So yeah, Hugh Laurie, I would definitely watch the hell out of a Hugh Laurie Doctor. That'd be great. Jake Lindsay says, wait, they sell knives at Dollar Tree? I never knew that. Yeah, well, it's a temporary thing. Get on their mailing list, Jake, and check out what they offer, because they change it every month. That's where I got my Masters of the Universe toys. That's where Bobby Nash got my the fifth doll I needed. Thank you, Bobby Nash. And that's where I got this knife. It's a very good knife. It's sharp as hell. I've already cut myself on it. Not this morning, but last week I cut myself. By accident. No, I'm not into cutting. I'm okay, folks. But yeah, they sell all kinds of stuff at Dollar Tree. It's like a rummage sale. I love going there. And yes, I opened mine last night. Well, good, Doris. Good. And Luke knows how to send a proper package. Yes, he does. And reporting in to make sure everybody knows he's okay. Bobby Nash, good morning, Nevermornings. Good morning to you, Bobby Nash. You and Charles were amazing last night. It was a 5-hour show that if it wasn't for the lateness of the hour, I could have gone on longer. I really could have. And yeah, that's the thing. Maybe for the Nevermind the Furthermore, extravaganza. Again, 1,100, minimum 1,100 subscribers by November 1st. And we're not going to buy them. We're not going to buy them. I promise you, it's organic, like it has been so far. But if we hit that mark by November 1st, like at the end of Halloween, that's the way I'm thinking of it. If I'm driving home, I'll walk in the door and I see 1,100 plus subscribers on there. We will schedule a 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore. We may offer the address, the studio address, and have some people in. Who knows? And like John Celestri, maybe. Good morning, Brian K. You are one of the hardest working men on the internet. Dude, that's a compliment coming from you. You work on that art, beautiful art and comics of yours so much, John. I take it as a supreme compliment. Thank you, sir. I have no idea what's wrong with me, John. So anyway, Skullcracker says, yeah, I'm beginning to think that it's not going to work. Brian, I made it up. That was a joke. I'll come up with a new gimmick Friday. That was kind of fun. We could play kind of truth and dare thing. So, and Brian's opening the mailer. Anticipation. Yes. And Michaela, nice package, Brian. Well, thank you, Michaela. I'm glad you noticed it. I've been waiting to show you the longest time. And I do mean long. And the real John B. Pica, you guys, my Microsoft Outlook calendar erased all my appointments this week. I am in full panic mode. Holy crap. That's eek. That's scary, dude. Hope you recover that soon, dude. And please subscribe to The Real John B. Pica. He is The Real John B. Pica. And check out johnpica.com for more information on this amazing man. And oh no, John, I agree. Holy cow. And in 1 hour, my Facebook account will be set free. It will roam free again. Holy cats. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, and find me and all my books at Kokomo Con, says Michaela Jade. I will be there too, darling. We got to get dinner together. That's all there is to it. And Damian Walburn says, oh, toys, love making a figure of Trash Man. That's right. That was the thing of beauty, man. And we'll have to see what we can do if we ever have a campaign again. You never know. And 12 likes, 17 watching. Click that like button on YouTube. Thank you very much. If you're watching us on YouTube, please hit that thumbs up button. We would love it if you did. If you're watching us on Facebook, please give this video a like. It just takes a second, and it does help us in many, many ways. In fact, I've been looking at my analytics. I'm trying to teach myself how to interpret those things. And what it does is it helps us get searched out. And remember, that's how you're going to help me get 1,100 subscriptions by the end of Halloween. So we hit that number, 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore. I'm telling you, kids, could happen, and we could have you as a guest. Maybe we'll have some, and we'll make it even sweeter as the thing goes along. No thumbs down this AM. You were slipping, BKM. Well, it's too late for Silent P to show up, if you know what I mean. And gotta run. Time to make the donuts. Damn it, John. Have a great day. I know it's stressful, man, but you've got this. You are a titan. I look up to you. You have no idea how much. But we got to have you back on Clever Title Pending, too. Michaela J says, Michaela Routley says, hello, Brian. She is busy working her greenhouse job. You give Michaela a great big hug from me, and mwah, tell her I love her. I'm so glad to see you. Hello, Michaela. Both Michaelas. And from this one, Small Press Publisher, yes, we need to do a live stream during the RPG. That would be fun. And here we go. Facebook user, and I wish Facebook showed me who it is. You see right now what I am seeing. And sometimes Facebook, and I think they addressed this on the stream last week. From StreamYard said that on Sunday night said that sometimes Facebook does not work well with StreamYard because Facebook is a great big trash bin. But anyway, good morning. Are you wide awake this morning or running on coffee? I don't think I've ever seen you up that late. Oh, no, I was excited because, I'm stimulated by good conversation. And last night was some of the best. I'm so pleased that some of you stuck with me the full 5 hours. What's wrong with you people? And last night was no coffee whatsoever. I was just drinking ice water and sweating it right out. So I didn't have to go to the bathroom like Bobby Nash. But this morning we're making up for lost time. And we're hitting some of the stuff that Ted Davies sent us. And Ted, this is great coffee. I really mean it. There is not a bad bag in the whole bunch, and very cool goodies. I'm glad you like my goodies, Sarah. And Nicholas Anthony Tucker rocks his Cat Rothman. I couldn't agree with you more, Art Goddess. I had the pleasure of working with him at BMS. Ooh, coolness. And now I feel like I missed a good one last night. Oh, we're always here to give you a good one. And I went to bed early. The heat has been brutal these last couple of days. Michaela, the show is still as good if you watch it on the rerun. And we had a lot of good stuff in there, a lot of good things to learn. I wrote down some stuff that I'm going to be checking out today. And sorry you missed it, but we hope you watch it on the rerun. I hope all of you watch it on the rerun. You can take it in bite-sized amounts, too. Willow Skylar says, Reels and Heels can easily break your record, Brian. When are you free next? Let's talk. Next time you're hosting, let's talk about it, okay, Willow? I would love to be on with you. I really would. It's been too long. I'd love to get you on Clever Title Pending, too. That's also been overdue. And Kat Rothermill says, I've been recovering from the dumpster fire of a school year and getting psyched up to walk through another one, working really hard on my Diary of a Classroom Teacher book, Diary of a COVID Classroom Teacher. Facebook wouldn't allow me to use the COVID word for my page, but Instagram and Twitter did. Also been trying to manage a slip disc in my lumbar. Oh, darling, I'm sorry about that last thing. But yeah, this thing right now with the COVID, it is rough. I've got two friends, Amy and John Hale, who are suffering with it right now. And I do mean suffering. Which is why please go to Amazon and buy an Amy Hale book. I implore you. Let's boost her sales. All right, that'll make her feel better. And then buy my books. That would make me feel better too. Anyway, but no, that's the thing. And right now, I read an article yesterday that the CDC is saying COVID's going to be with us for the foreseeable future. They are working on booster shots for it. Because it sounds like there is limited immunity in many people. Of course, a lot of people, vaccines affect them differently. Like Cookie can take a vaccine. She, aside from a sore arm, she doesn't notice it. The flu shot last year, I think I thought I was going to die. And I had a reaction like I've never had before. And it was so bad. I didn't have my phone on me. I couldn't have called for help, even if my phone was on me. It was that bad. But I got through it. That's what you do. And we take these things to help others. I am becoming more and more intolerant of, if somebody's got a good reason, I understand it, but it better be a good reason. The vaccines are tested. The vaccines work. And because some people can't be bothered, about these things that for whatever reason, and call it vax shaming. I don't care anymore. I lost a good friend to COVID about 2 months ago, and it still hurts. I still miss him. I go on Facebook and I expect to see a post, and then I'm reminded he's not with us anymore. And he was an incredible talent and such an encouraging guy, and inspired a lot of people during his own career. And and I know I'm not the only one that misses him, and then I've got two dear friends right now, one of whom had to go to the ER. John Pica had to go to the ER when he had it. And if we had just all gone in line, rolled up our shirt sleeves and taken the shot, we might not have this Delta thing. CDC is saying because the people were dragging their heels. That's why we've got COVID. A lot of it now is affecting people who have not had the vaccine. I thought Amy and John would have had it, but I guess not. And some people have gotten re-affected because, again, vaccines don't affect everybody. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I'm on a tear again. But anyway, that's how I feel. I feel very strongly about this. Donna Carlene says, I'll apologize now, Brian. I sent a young man who's interested in becoming a comic artist your way, as well as Eric Hawkins and Brian Rodman. Sorry, guys. No, never apologize for that, Donna. That's why we're here. But sending Eric Hawkins and Brian Rodman to me, I think they've got this down. So am I reading that wrong? And Brian K. Morris, thanks for stalking me. I stalk you right back. Ooh, cat. Ooh. And in fact, I moved it because I wanted to rotate things up here, but all right, that was for you, sweetheart. Oh, maybe one day in person, right? Anyway, back in the cereal box, episode 1 of What If Peggy Carter got the super soldier serum instead of Steve Rogers? I saw some scenes from that. Oh my God, that looks amazing. So cool. And Donkey Show, Donkey Show will be on at 10 Saturday mornings, and it's a lot of fun. It's a very cool animated show. And put a bucket under the desk, says the back of the cereal box. That's right. That is the Rising Tide Industries trademark Hail Pail. That's right. And I had to scramble to get my phone updated before midnight. It was very close to shutting off. You poor thing. And the Rising Tide Broadcast Network, I love those guys. Good morning. Mwah, to you. Good morning to you. Historical Fencing Guild can't remember if it was real or a parody. What if when the Human Torch flamed on, it hurt? Ooh. Oh, that's something they just started in the regular comic that Dr. Doom got tired of getting messed with by the Fantastic Four, so he did something to Johnny's flames that he can't turn them off now, and he feels it to a degree, I think. So anyway, Donna lures in the new creators. That's right. That's how we get the fresh blood in here, Carl, and that's always good. Artwork of Bill Sargent says set your alarm tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Time for Stupid O'Clock with host Joe McKeel. And stay up with the Night Owls for Dan Hollifield's Last Man Standing. Join us for some fun, and you may learn something before it's done. Don't scare them off like that. And darling Amy Hale, mwah, how are you? Oh, sweetheart, how are you and John doing this morning? Please give us a report. And Marvel titles are on Disney Plus. Okay, thank you. I can't keep them straight anymore, especially since I don't subscribe to any of them. And Disney Plus, you will have to have a subscription there. I'm one of these days, and everyone's greeting Amy. Yay, Carl Witzman. And you want to see the What If Batman Was Murdered play out? Search Grayson trailer on YouTube. Yes, that is excellent. In fact, I'll recommend another one to you. It's something, the channel is something like the Bat Fancast or the Batcast or something like that. But they've been doing a series of little documentaries, and one was they're based on a book. It's called something like Batman 1919 to 1939, and it traces a Batman who started like in the 20s or so, and it goes through the different golden age iterations of his rogues gallery. And they've started another one that's loosely based on Gotham by Gaslight. That's also been really good. And hi there, Amy. And I went in on the 12-hour broadcast somewhere, says Charles Millhouse. It is a date, sir. It is a date. I'll get you and Bobby on here, by God. They won't even know I'm gone. And during my summer breaks, says Kat Rothermel, I use the Bill Murray Ghostbusters laundry smell test for determining what I can rewear again, since I hardly go anywhere. Yeah, same with me. My clothes have not been getting much of a workout the last couple of years. I do laundry regularly, but it's not a whole lot. It's more Cookie because she does go out in the real world. But my stuff, it's like if I have to wring it out the next morning, I don't wear it. That's usually it. And that's not golden. They're clear from all the water. Oh, God. Oh, we've created a monster in Jake Lindsay, a pea monster. But Brian says, the Historical Fancy Guild, if you ever want to do a telethon for the right cause and need a long-winded guest to blabber, I'm going to have you and Bobby Nash on. That'll make the 12 hours go like nothing. And Amy Hale, good morning. I do hope you and yours are feeling better today, says William Quinton. Thank you, William. And Amy, I hope you're getting better. You're in our thoughts, says Charles F. Millhouse. Sarah says, I love how much you were laughing harder as it was in the last hour. I was having fun, darling. I really was. It was a good time for me, and I hope everyone else enjoyed it too. It sounds like you did, and I like that. And this week we've got Rebecca Westerman coming up. We are not going 12 hours with her. She's got a real life, but no, she's a very talented writer. She's done ghost writing. She's got a brand new book out, and we're going to talk and get her perspective on the publishing field. So please tune in. And whoever read the Yellow River by IP Freely. Oh, but I do love that song, Christy, Yellow River, and yay for cuddles. I'm good at cuddling, Sarah. I'm telling you, I'm built for cuddles. I may not be built for speed, but I'm built for comfort. And good morning, Cindy Kemp, Geeks and Freaks. Mwah, Cindy Kemp, I think you caught us all there. Anyway, love you, Cindy. CKOEPB.com for a great newsletter. And thank you, everyone. I'm very tired. John is in the ER making sure his blood oxygen stays stable. Oh, it was dropping and scaring me this morning. That scares me too, Amy. And Amy, I'm going to be in Carbondale this Friday, but we'll have dinner some other time if that's okay. Been praying for all of you sick and injured folks, so I hope everyone is improving. Thank you, Cindy. It is so useful. And good morning. I know who this is. This is Keisha Acuff, right? Good morning and hello, beautiful people. Mwah. Keisha is the beautiful lady that's with the beautiful Willow Schuyler on that beautiful new show from the back of the Cereal Box Network, Cryptid Crunch. Please check that out weekly. It is great. And from the desk of Small Press Publisher, wait. Cookie didn't eat till after the show. She didn't get hunger over 9,000. You know this is love. This is why Brian loves his Cookie. Yes, and Cookie loves her Brian. I made it up to her once. We had a healthy meal before going to bed. And tonight I've promised her alcohol. So it's all good. And several more hours of entertainment. Go to my Smashwords and read things written by me. Also, go to the Amazon.com place and you can get a copy of Amazon Book Reviews Made Less Impossible, Reader's Guide to Rewarding Authors by me. It's a quick read and it'll tell you why you need to write reviews for your favorite authors, and you can make them great because I give you a template to help you do it. And Brian, run your scroll. BKM has a PayPal tip jar. Oh, that's true. Thank you. I just got so excited. I guess I am impaired this morning. Let's go to the right one here. Well, here we go. This has all the information you need. If you like what you see in this video, please take a moment to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe because it's the right thing to do. We will read appropriate comments as we get to them, so please be patient. And you can sign up for my free monthly newsletter at risingtide.pub. You can it's also going to get a really wonderful revamp by the amazing Damien Waldron. I'm really looking forward to launching that thing. But anyway, yes, and also if you want to give us a tip, we will take tips and will be gratefully and privately acknowledged at paypal.me/YouTubeBKM. And anyway, please check the scroll. We've got all kinds of great information in there. Thank you, Historical Fencing Guild. Nick, I couldn't run the show without you. I can barely run it on my own. I guess I was up late last night. Anyway, Cindy Kep says Western Martial Arts Instruction from Mr. Nicholas Anthony Tucker. Check him out on Amazon. Also check him out Friday nights on the Historical Fencing Guild channel on YouTube. It's a great show. Nick is great. His sentient backdrop will maybe attack him this week, so you want to tune in for that. For a live murder. It will be great. And you never know who will be dropping by Nick's place, probably knocking on the door, knowing full well he's got a damn broadcast. Yeah, I had somebody last night who knows I had a broadcast, and he's like, I'm opening a room, Brian, come on in. I'm like, I'm on the air in 2 minutes. He goes, well, no, come on in the room. I'm like, no. Glenn B. Fleming, desperately trying to subscribe a couple hundred times for the 12-hour Nevermind-a-thon, but it won't let me. God! I appreciate the effort, Glenn. Thank you so much. Also, check out later tonight Glenn B. Fleming along with Ted Davies for The Truth Mongers. That is a super show. I'm so proud to have that on the network. It's so good. And more stuff is coming from Luke Stone and yours truly. Looking forward to that. I saw that inside back cover, dude. Made my heart go pity-pat. Can't wait for that. And Cindy Cap, you need more magic in your life. So check out John Pica. Check out Nightreich with Nazis and magic and all kinds of cool stuff from the incredible mind of John Pica. JohnPica.com. Check him out at store at not Stormgate Press, but on Amazon. Also 7th Star Press. And TARDIS is on the move Tuesday nights. The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS with Christian Basil and Melanie Dean and friends. It is always a good time examining the Whoniverse together. And Adopt a Dingo. You want Brian and Chad and Jeremy in your loving arms today. Check out the Dastardly Dingoes podcast, one of my favorites. It is a good time. And Cultural Nerds, that's what we get with Ryan Permison. Check out his amazing nerdy content because he is amazing too. And Artwork of Bill Sartin says, be a true believer by clicking on SartinArt76 on Facebook for better days from yesteryear. My spectacular sketches are not only amazing and invincible, but they're always available for purchase safe and securely through PayPal. So hit the follow button like the mighty Thor on the Artwork of Bill Sartin, where everything old is new again. Excelsior! Well done, Bill. That's good copy. I love it. And Carl Westman says, Amy, we are always thinking about you and John. I know we are far away or we'd be over there feeding your chickens. Yeah. Seriously. Love you, Amy. We do. But did you guys get vaccinated or not before? I know John has issues, but I hurt. Anyway, Sarah sounds great about the comic book and ginormous hugs because that's how we roll. I can't wait to get my next one, Sarah, from you. And super powered wrestlers, you need that over there on that YouTube channel Saturday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Central from the desk of a small press publisher, the brand new member of the Rising Tide Broadcast Network family. I couldn't be happier. And Cindy Cap says, hey, you want to help Amy feel better? Check out her books. Buy a book for Amy Hill. I picked up a book last night. Get an ebook, get a paperback. Also check out authoramiehale.com for her full library. And Warriors, add those 3 books of Michaela Jace to your library because they are awesome. They are fantastic. And loves me some Hugh Laurie, says Kat Rothmel. Dr. House rocks. That show psychs me up to fight for my teaching rights. Oh my God, I can see how. And appreciate it, Carl. We love you, Amy. We all love you. And poetry, check it out. Teresa's done 2 volumes of poetry expressions with a 3rd on the way. She's awesome. And Sarah reminds me of having you sign the first one. It's already signed by Ron. It's missing yours, but not for long if I don't forget. Well, cool. Well, and then I'll bring you one and I'll sign it. Then we'll have to hunt Ron down together. How does that sound? Cindy Captain says, you can learn how to protect yourself from all the villains at that YouTube channel there. Check it out. It's great. And Pops Van Zandt, he talks comics. We love to talk comics. Check out what Pops has to say about comics. All right. And from the desk of Small Press Publisher, if you do the 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore, let me know so I can be available so you can tag me in for bathroom breaks and meal prep for Cookie. Cookie's just going to she'll understand. She may be on her own that day. It may be Hot Pockets Day for Brian and Cookie. I never know. Doris Johnson's Labors of Loves. Thank you. I'll be doing more related to the artwork and my haiku series coming up. I'm only 5 subs away for my first 100 on YouTube. Please, Doris, put in a link if you could. If YouTube will let you, I will okay it if they flag it. Okay, I will put it. Because we get probably a minimum of a 30% bump within the first 24 hours on our shows. So they were modest, but they were mighty. But put that in there, please, and I will okay it later when I do some when I set up the show tomorrow night, Comic Book Spectrum at 7 p.m. with myself, Brian Rodman, Eric Hawkins, and Clyde Hall. It is a good time talking comic books. So yeah, let's get you up to 100 subscribers, Doris. I seriously mean that. And Hybrids Part 3 is coming soon from the mind of Luke Stone. Check it out at LukeStoneStudios.com. And Worlds of Weinbaum and other fun stories from Bear Publications. That's where you can get the amazing Animal Eye, the novel, and the first issue of Cindy Cap's very first comic book. She has scripted a comic adaptation of her novel. It is getting rave reviews. I'm not pulling your leg on this one. Everyone who reads it loves it that I have heard, including me. And I'm hard to please. And full disclosure, I helped teach her how to write comics. So anyway, please check that out. She is amazing. And you want Zombies and Oz? Then you want the work of Eric S. Hawkins. My favorite comic book ever, well, next to Thunder Agents, is The Zombie World of Oz by the mind of Eric Hawkins. And you can get that. It's in demand on Indiegogo right now and also available on Comixology. And Sarah says, I get excited every time I hear someone say Halloween. Well, Halloween. I said it 3 times. Maybe it'll come even sooner now. And Renmelian, a great creative force and a wonderful supporter of our community. Please check out what Renmelian does. Check out her various zines and her incredible artwork. She's awesome. I can't wait to see her in person. And Dory, what is your channel? Brian will post. That's right, I will. And my friend Curvin, the Screen Shy Book Bard, is considering making Out of the Fair a series. Look her work up on Amazon since the Historical Fencing Guild. That is good news. I love seeing that. And hey, Brian, says Christian Illusionist Jake Lindsay, I have an idea for Halloween. You should make a cosplay of Santa Stein. That's not a bad idea. I don't think I could pull it off because Santa Stein is actually quite slender. He's about 8 foot tall and slender. Oh, and what have we here? Let's move this. All right. I trust you, honey. Love you.
Love you. Well, you know, it's not that company because it's good to the last drop.
This is great every drop, honey.
Yeah.
Thank you for making it.
You're welcome.
Okay, now I can go another 5 hours.
Like hell.
You heard it, folks. The producer of the show has spoken. Only 4.5. Oh, and wait till you hear the promise I made everyone, honey. Oh, I already told them. It's you that don't know it. If I get to 1,100 subscribers, because I want that extra 100, if I get to 1,100 subscribers by the end of Halloween night, I will do a 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore.
You are a glutton for punishment.
I'm an idiot.
Is it a telethon?
It's going to be by the time we're done. Help buy Brian a new brain.
You know,
I have ways.
And
They will only see the top of my head, only the top of my fez, and hear crunching. I've got time to plan, honey. Give me credit.
how big a bucket are we going to need for the other end?
We are going to institute the pod catheter. I need 25 feet of industrial surgical tubing and some other stuff.
You're going to need another wife, too.
I probably will. Yeah. No, you'll need another husband. Either you'll kill me or I'll kill myself doing this. How's that?
Sounds about right.
Anyway. And I agree with you, Jake, on that cosplay. That would be fun cosplay, being Sandestein. Actually, if you want, the vision of Sandestein is very close to the 1916 version of Santa, of Frankenstein, rather, the Edison movie. Also, if you ever see it it gets reprinted every few years. Bernie Wrightson did a beautiful book with illustrations of Frankenstein that are, oh my God, they're breathtakingly gorgeous. They look like woodcuts, but they're super. That's if you must know, although my artist Trevor Hawkins objects, that's what Sandestein looks like. So anyway, Cindy Cap says Indie Author Book Expo September 25th in Omaha. I'm in dragon making mode. Oh, she's a machine. Yeah, and I've got a Indie Author Book Expo. I just recalled. Going to be at the Prisco Community Center in 105 West Illinois Avenue in Aurora, Illinois on September 11th of all dates. And then the next day I'll be attending the Windy City Pulp and Paper Convention in the western suburbs of Chicago. It's going to be fun. And hail Michaela. We all hail Michaela. And Kelly Austin, darling. Hey, Brian, have you ever watched an updated version of The Phantom, a mini-series from the Sci-Fi Network some years past? If not, don't lose another second of your life. I bought it, finally watched it, and afterwards realized I'm one step closer of death because of it. I paid $1 for it, and I got 1 penny of satisfaction. Just a warning. I saw that when it first aired. That was when Sci-Fi was, I think Sci-Fi Channel was trying to update a lot of old properties, and one of them was also The Lone Ranger. That was abominable. Imagine the worst aspects of Dawson's Creek mixed with the Lone Ranger. It was excrement. It made the legend of the Lone Ranger from the 80s look like Citizen Kane. You know what I'm saying? It was awful. It was god awful. Now, I've not seen the new one with Arnie Hammer and Johnny Depp. So far, so good. But yeah, Bobby Nash announced last night he's writing a Lone Ranger story for Moonstone Press, and I'm like, ooh, I got to clear my schedule so I can get in on some of this action. Cindy Cap says the debut comic and toy show, the return of QuadCon, Five Flags event center, October 3rd. Meet Cindy Kep there and get some fun books and critters. Check out the schedule at quadcitycon.com. Sarah joins in. Wish I could go with you and Cookie this weekend. I'd come home with a heap of treasures. Is it okay to ask for a copy of each free comic book at the shop you're going to? Comics, Castle Perilous runs theirs a different way. They don't allow everyone to get like a copy of everything, but I'll snag some stuff for you, sweetheart. I will. I'll get. And if you can't, if you're busy with your family and all, we'll work it out. We'll see each other next month, okay, if you're able. But and I hope you are. But we will make this work. Okay. We got plans, Sarah. Carl Whitson says, if we are gone by the time Brian gets to this comment, y'all have a great day. Don't die. Feed Donna for Mexican food. Ooh, if you're still around, where are you guys going? Ooh, cool. And CD Cap tells us the Halloween comic and toy show at QuadCon Des Moines on October 30th. All the cool geekiness you need. Check it out at quadcitycon.com. And going to see what hours Midgard is going to be open, and I will do the same for you. Well, thank you, Sarah. Thank you so much, darling. And give my love to those guys there, too. And one of these times, if they ever have guests in there, I wouldn't mind showing up there some year if they would like to have me. Christian Illusion Jake Lindsay says the vaccines do work. I've had 2 doses and I'm happy that I'm keeping people safe because of it. By all means, the lamb's blood is protecting me, but the lamb blessed me with the vaccine. There we go. And Michaela says hello to Pops. And Doris Jones says, I have the haunting scripts of Bachelors Grove. If only death meant the end on my to-read list. I hope you enjoy it. Let me know. And please leave an honest review for me on Amazon and Goodreads, if you would, darling. And Warrior's Secret by Michaela Jade. The first book, the Elite Warrior novel, book 1. That's on my to-read pile soon, too. currently, do I have it with me? Yeah, I still have it here from last night. I'm currently not reading my friend's books because I wanted to read this. This is James Patterson with Brian Sitz. I want him to get credit too. It is an updated version of the classic character The Shadow. Now, I've read a lot of poor reviews of this, and I don't think most of the people who have reviewed have read it. It's actually a very well written book so far. I'm about 50 pages into it so far. I just started a couple days ago, and I've got a gig, so I'm like I'm an editing gig. So this and a couple other projects are on the back burner right now because of it, because it's a pro gig from Prose Press. That's all I can say about it. But anyway, it's not just an updating, but it starts out in 1937 with Lamont Cranston and Margot Lane, and then now it's shooting up to the year 2080. And it's a very totalitarian society. And this young woman finds out she has an inheritance. She has not discovered yet what it is. That's where I'm at in the book. But she finds that at various times she can look into a person's mind and command them what to do. Wonder where she got that from. But anyway, no, it's I'm looking forward to finishing the book. It's James Patterson, so I know it's going to be well crafted. Kat Rothermel says, "Oh my gosh, you framed it, my heart art from the Adventures of Rock and Roll Goddess by Rock and Roll Goddess. I am honored, and yes, one day we will meet in person." Damn right we will, Kat. You got that right. Yes, no. And thank you, and I love you too. Seriously, I framed it when I got it, and it hung behind me for a while. I do want to change up this backdrop every now and then. And one of my goals when I hit 1100 is I'm hoping we will be eligible for monetization of this channel. And when we do, the money from that is going to go into a new computer system and to construct a studio in our basement where we can do these broadcasts. It'll be cool all year round. It'll probably be cold down there in the winter. No, actually in the winter it's not bad, but in the summer it is a little humid, but it's delightfully cool down there because we're underground. And it'll just be a little more professional environment. And also hopefully once I'm monetized, and this is a long-term goal, but some of the people that are on my network also have expenses in putting on their shows, and I hope to help defray that to some degree for them. For instance, maybe I would send a stipend to Clyde and Brian and Eric to defray some of the cost of their comic books that they're buying for the review show Comic Book Spectrum on every Thursday nights at 7 p.m. # always promote. So yeah, we've got plans, and it's rising tide, so it's not just me. Skullcracker says, "Hey, somebody bought Michaela's book. I guess that advertisement is working after all." That is a beautiful ad, and and we've got sponsorship from Plasma Fire Graphics, but I'm going to run this one for Michaela because I could use a break here. So let me scroll down to where it is here. No, that's not it. And here we go. This is the video that's the Skunk Rocker who will do a video for you. Contact him for details. And if you want to know who he is on Facebook, contact me and I'll connect you. But here is his ad for Michaela Jade.
Secrets, trust, worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
check out the work of Michaela Jade on Amazon right now, and also check out her website that you just saw at the very end there, and you can become one of Michaela's subs. Anyway, so yeah, Skunk, that stuff works, and contact me or the Skunk Rocker if you want him to work his video magic for you. Historical Fencing Guild says Kat is one of the greatest people to walk the earth, an amazing artist and educator. I can't wait to meet her, and thank you so much for hooking the two of us up on the social media thing. And thank you so much, Dory, says Michaela Jade. And I was worried about that. Skunk, it's a beautiful, beautiful video there. That stuff works, and you are a master at it. And Sarah, you're in for a huge treat when you two meet. Oh, yeah. And Skunk's sales are fantastic. And Michaela's channel also is rising fast. I'm encouraging people to subscribe to it. I want her to pass me up. By the time I hit 1,100, I want her to be at 1.4. Okay, that's a very specific number. And Cindy Cap goes, and I'm out of break too soon. Don't forget to tip your host. Thank you, sweetheart. And hashtag bring cookie home. Check out her Patreon to check out early animal eye art and episodes of Prodigy and Press. Trouble is for the Birds is coming soon at patreon.com/CKOEPP.com. And you sign up for Rising Tides newsletter because it is the bomb diggity. And Sarnart76 on Facebook for vintage cartooniness and much fun. Cindy, I love you. I love you. You are an amazing lady. And please check her out at CKOEPP.com because we all think she's awesome. We all do. Anyway, back to your comments. Michaela Jade says, Skunk, don't worry, I need more, but I haven't had a second to get with you on it. Well, there we go. Coolness. And Joe Dog Michaela, don't scare them off by learning something. Dude, we teach them with them knowing. More fun that way. Yeah. And I'm pleased with the monster creations, says Sarah. Whoa, definitely. Keeping the hails in my thoughts, that sounds rough. I don't know what I would do. That was one of my concerns. I was like, one of the things I was scared of was giving it to somebody. It was my chief concern. But the thing is also, I have a heart murmur that's not getting any better. I'm 65. I am every day becoming more of a health risk. And the actuary tables are starting to look very bad for me. But, we'll get through it together, people. That's what the rising tide will do. And I got my second COVID shot after therapy on Monday. Do they have a third shot for the Delta variant? I get conflicting reports. So far, no. From what I understand, you get the 2 shots or the 1 shot from Johnson & Johnson. Both Pfizer and Moderna are working on a booster shot that will be incorporated with the flu shot this fall with any luck. And we're getting close to when you should be considering your flu shot too. So I used to be in charge of getting flu shots for our division of the water company. So I'm kind of an authority on it, sort of, kind of, maybe, perhaps. But anyway, scientists are saying that with most people, the current vaccine will help keep you safe from the Delta variant. But if you are in a group of large people, like Sturgis is coming up this very soon, that's going to be a super spreader event. But anyway, if you feel unsafe, practice social distancing, practice still wearing a mask. I keep a mask on me. I'll show you proof. I carry this with me wherever I go. All right, because if I get into an environment, my spider sense starts to tingle, I put it on. But most places I don't get near anyone, so I feel fairly safe. But you guys stay safe, Sarah. We all need you here. And hey, Brian, can you spell ice? No, I cup. Yeah, I can spell I cup. Why do you ask? Anyway, Sarah, I'll ask when I get the second shot. If you want to know, also, I'll let you know what I find out. Well, I'm interested to hear what kind of. I always want to hear how other people are affected by it. I had a very mild reaction to the first Moderna shot. A slightly, I can't even say it was a serious reaction, but I had a larger reaction to the second shot. But it was funny because I remember it was about, probably it was more than a day or so. And I was feeling like what felt like the onset of a cold. And I was thinking, oh man, I hope this doesn't turn into a cold. Man, I'm starting to feel bad. Then all of a sudden it's like click. All of a sudden I feel well again. It's like, what happened? It's like, it's almost like it was a perceptible change in how I felt. So yeah. But then again, I know some people, I've got one good friend who, he had it he got it like in March of 2020. And he still has weakness. He still doesn't have his taste of sense and smell back. So everyone, please stay safe. I need you in my life. Okay. I need to shout out Uncle Carl's Green Room, says the Historical Fencing Guild. Our shows overlap, but it is a lovely place to drop in and deliver rants of applied catharsis. You are magnificent when you rant. I thought I could rant, but man, you are the combat master. You have weaponized the ability. And Amy and John are in our prayers, says the Historical Fencing Guild. And Hot Pockets rock. Hot Pockets. I love Hot Pockets. Some of them are absolutely fabulous. We tried making our own, but it didn't work too well. But we ate the evidence, so nobody knows but me and Cookie. But there's a lot of good frozen foods out there. And thanks, Nick. And Sarah says, speaking of comics, I'm curious how Anis Exlander is doing with Ava. I don't know. I haven't talked to Anis in quite some time. She's a wonderful lady, and that's an incredible looking comic book. I'm hoping to get in on the trade on that one. I didn't get the first issue. Finances. I've got a budget. Kat Rothermel sends her love and good hopes to the Hales. I lost a family member and a friend to COVID. Oh, I'm so sorry. Condolences. May all the memories be golden. And my uncle had to be hospitalized for it. I plan to continue to keep myself and my students safe this school year in my classroom. God bless you, Kat. And I know for teachers don't get enough credit for being frontline people. I consider them almost every bit as important to our society as a nurse or a doctor. And I know this last year and a half has been rough on the educational system. But I know you are smart. You'll get through it, Kat. We love you. We so love you. Carl Whitson's gotta go now. Has got tummies rumbling here. Well, Carl, thank you for being here, my friend. It was always a pleasure. And thanks, Carl, to the Historical Fencing Guild. You have provided a wonderful safe place for people who are sick of safe spaces. That's right. The Green Room is not a safe space. It's a minefield. And that's why we love going there and laughing so hard at the convo about the 12-hour promise with Cookie. Yeah. Yep, it may lead to divorce that day or murder. I'm not sure. And everyone's mocking my plea. And woohoo, Stupid O'Clock has a new URL for YouTube. Yes, excellent. My man. Yes, when you reach 100 subscribers, which I'll tell you, I did the research. Not a lot of channels get that far. You see like somebody with like a Philip DeFranco. I get the news from Philip. Great balanced news broadcast. And he's got like 10 million subscribers. You get somebody like PewDiePie that has like twice the population of the earth subscribed to his channel. Man, I'm telling you, that's those people who are above 100 are a rare breed. I mean, I passed 100 last year and everyone, and I got word said, look this up, Brian, you're breathing the thinner air now because not everybody gets that high up in subscriptions. And I thank the 570 plus people who have subscribed to my channel. And we hope if you haven't already that you become one of them. All right. Oh, because we got plans. And Sarah says, excited for Bennett Comic-Con next month when I'm given permission to roam the floor, and you will be. Be prepared for my findings. Might be dangerous letting me loose like that. I will have a chip put in you, young lady, so that I know where you are and I can track you. No, you can ask people who've worked with me. Well, except Cookie, I'm terrible to her. But Teresa Dunn. She was one of my first assistants, took her to a show, got her fired up to write 2 poetry books. So you never know what may come out of this, Sarah. I just wish I could make it more worth your while, but we will have an enjoyable time and we will take care of you. I promise. You are under my care. Thank you, Jake Lindsay, for subscribing. I appreciate that, man. And Friday the 13th is this week, so the Historical Fencing Guild's live stream will probably be interesting. I say you better sedate that backdrop of yours. You could be in danger, my friend. And the Scoutcracker says the Edison version of Frankenstein's monster. You mean the one that looks like it was made out of body parts amputated by all the 3 Stooges, including Chip? That one? Yeah, pretty much, except for the hair that looks like something out of a bizarro version of an 80s hairband. The story wasn't that bad. It was up to, and I do like the effect for creating the monster, which was basically they took a cutout of a photograph of the actor and then set it on fire, but replayed it backwards. And it was really good. And it sounds spectacular about Free Comic Book Day. I love Free Comic Book Day. I always discover something new and cool to read. maybe we'll be reviewing some of the free comic book days. And some of the companies like DC and Marvel often do original material for that day. And YouTube blocked it. I will PM it to you. Okay. Thank you, Joe Dog. And if they block it, I will go back. I will go back in later today and I'll look for it. And I'll make sure it gets on. Okay. And I'll write that down so I don't forget, referring to you in Midgard. Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that. And you can be my booth babe if you'd like. And Stupid O'Clock has its custom URL at www.youtube.com/C/stupid o'clock 1. Yes. Very cool. And everyone have a productive day. Brian, I'm going to reach out to you later today. Ooh, reach out and touch someone. Charles, thank you very much. And I will get done. Hopefully by week and a half, I'm hoping, as things stand now. I got to get Tommy Hancock's editing done first. So anyway, Charles, much love to you and Marianne. You have a great day. And thank you and Bobby again for last night. That was so much fun. Such a great show. I was so proud of that one. I still am. And El Toro time. Bye all. Donna, mwah, you and Carl, bon appetit, or whatever Spanish is for have a good meal. Yeah, what is it? They've got an El Toro up in Watsika that is, it's about the same distance to me from Lafayette as like the El Toro in Danville. And it's just as good. Up there, it is a sensational restaurant. I love the El Toro restaurants. They are great. And Studio in the Basement, code for sex dungeons, says Eric Hawkins. Who would know? Anyway, yes, we're going to use the money to build one of those big X things out of massive planks of wood so that we can handcuff our guests to it. Then we'll have a 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore. Rick Bradley says, I live 7 miles from Benton, so I'll definitely be there to bother people. Oh, cool. Dude, and PM me today, and we'll work out a time for tomorrow night, okay? And Sarah of his masks. Oh, I just got a comment. I'm sorry about that. Now we have no context. Holy cow. Bill's a small one. Hold on, gotta find you. And artwork of Bill Sarton. Great show this morning. Got a boogie, though I'm still running on empty from yesterday's exhaustive trip to Chicago. I didn't imagine. Everyone stay hydrated and always do good deeds. Vaya con Dios, amigos. Happy trails till we meet again. Sarnart76, the artwork of Bill Sarton. Subscribe to that page. It is amazing. And the Eric is attempting to summon the Basil. Oh, please, Basil. Oh, please, no. And that's why Skunk is so jaw-dropping awesome. I get chills every time I hear that. And not to mention that he's just cool. He's a sexy, sexy man, I'm telling you. And Rick Bradley says, also, good morning, Nevermorians. Yep, that time again, go fluff cookies, pillows, says Joe Dog McKeel. And yeah, that's code. And Cat Rothermel, I'm praying that I don't have to set up my Zoom classroom in my basement again this year. But if I do, I do. I actually learned to love Zooming from home. Now, Zooming with students at home and those physically in my classroom at school at the same time is something I wish to never do it again. But it is what it is. Yeah. And that's the thing. While we, and here comes another rant, brace yourself, while we're still worrying about the C-19, this is the new normal. This is the new normal. It's not wearing your mask. It's letting your kids be in contact with your teacher. That's what it is. And if you aren't wearing your mask, and if you aren't getting vaccinated, you're part of the problem. I love you just the same, but you're being annoying. Anyway, Cat Rothermel, thanks, Historical Fencing Guild. Public, love you. Nicholas Anthony Talker, your talents rock. I'm so glad I met you and got me on here and connected to Brian K. Morris. Lady, I'm the one that owes him because I get to hang out with you online. And I love that ad. Michaela just had that moment that poets dedicate themselves to describing, as David Steinberg used to say. Sarah, one of my cousins has a wife who is deaf. He cut out the mouth part and then sealed it with a clear plastic. How genius. Yeah, I bought some masks and Cookie's been using them. I tend to talk too much, so they fog up for me. But there are masks where it's a clear plastic strip in front so you can see people's lips. When I'm in public, when I'm at a show, I tend to wear a face shield because then people can see my full face. And I'll probably be wearing it at Castle Perilous this coming Saturday from 10 to 2. Please come in and see me. There's no cost to come see me. But you need to buy my books. I so declare. Christian Illusionist Jake Lindsay. Sorry, I know the eye cup joke was around when I was 5, and don't worry, I won't curse the show with the engage. Much love. Love you too, Jake. Seriously. And Genius of his mask. Condolences, Kat. Seriously, from all of us. I can't imagine that too many of us haven't had someone in our lives that, you guys have Amy and John, now someone who's had it. It is not a myth. And I'll be on GRCC on Sunday, the night 15th, giving stuff away and chatting it up with creatives on Comics Talk with Pops and Sam. That's going to be a good time. Looking forward to that. And Skunk is hilarious to top off his coolness. Yes, he is. He just doesn't acknowledge it. He is too cool to acknowledge his coolness. And from the desk of Small Press Publisher, less than 8 minutes until time to feed Cookie. And don't be late to get okay. And don't be late. Wait a second, hold on. Don't be late or it puppy dog eyes of sadness from hunger from Cookie. Yes, I know that I'm a heartless bastard, and with not even a human soul to claim as my own unless it belongs to someone else. But she looked at me last night and she's like, I haven't eaten yet, and I felt my heart break for her. But I had a good show, so it was worth it. Anyway, laters, y'all. Joe Dog, thank you, brother. Thank you for being here. Love you, man. And B19, bingo! Bring Skunk's prize to him. And anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and say it. Don't die, feed Cookie. And yeah, I'm super busy, but I'm always willing to take more commissions so that I cannot drive this stupid van anymore. See, now that's the dream in action. Seriously, people. It's like the day gig. It's a temp job is what it is. It's a temp job. And someday Michaela's going to come home from out of the heat. Skunk's got to come home from driving a van and listening to people complain about deliveries. And whatever you're doing, you can come home. That should be the goal. Work it every day. Do something to push your creative career one step forward. I mean, we're talking professionally. Some people don't want to leave the day job. I dig it. I get it. But if you do, the door's there. The door is there, but only you can open it, and you got to grease the hinges on the door. And that's what we're here to help you do. So never hesitate to reach out to me or any of the Rising Tidesters and get some love from them, okay? And please seek the advice of your personal physician before any medical procedure and get a second opinion just like you would for anything else. Pops that super. That is really good advice. Actually, I saw one from a great channel I follow called Dr. Mike. He's a very young physician. Dispenses incredible advice with documentation. And somebody's grandmother was like 80 and she was scared. She was actually scared to get the shot. And he told her there is so much evidence for it. Yes, there are people that don't react well to the shot. I didn't for the first time, I had a severe reaction to the flu shot last year. It's never happened before. But I've had things like I had the H1N1 about 10 years ago. I never want to go through that again. If that's anything like COVID, I never want to go through that. I was sick for about 2 weeks. I mean, 2 weeks, I couldn't go to work. In fact, I tried to go back to work after 3 days, and I managed to drive. I shouldn't have, but I drove myself into work. I have a stick on the car, and I should not have worked it. But I walk in, and I'm like holding myself up against the wall. And my supervisor saw me from the break room, comes out and goes, "Where do you think you're going?" I'm like, I'm going to my office, and I'm going to try to get as much work as I can done. I may have to leave early. And he goes, "No, you're going home again." And another person stopped me in the hallway and, looking like she's about to break into tears at the sight of me. And I'm like, "No, I can do a few hours. I just don't want to do the FMLA thing where you have to get a doctor's excuse." He goes, "Get your ass back in your car and go home. I'll handle FMLA. You don't need to go see a doctor. I know you're sick. We'll take care of it. Now go home and get well again." And I think I was gone for I was gone for the better part of a week, but it was at least 2 weeks, and I still had strong effects from this thing. I was just ambulatory. That's all it was. I can't imagine what COVID is like. I hope I don't have to. And bingo, what's his name? Oh, says Jake Lindsay. And good morning, my fellow Brian and Nevermorns. I know that face, that beautiful face there. Mr. Rodman, how are you this morning? Last night was a blast. Have fun, be safe, don't die, feed Cookie. Have a great day, my friends, and laugh like the shadow. Who knows what thrills lie ahead in the James Patterson book Brian's reading? The shadow knows. Yep. And just hand lettering the second Hatch book to all you artists out there. Hand letter. By God, they make Ames lettering guides still for a very good reason. That is good to see. And Brian Robin, love you, man. Can't wait to see you tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum. You and Eric and Clyde, the Fab Four, will be reunited again. And Uncle Carl has been blocked here, but I can't undo it. What? I haven't blocked anyone. I don't know what happened. I will look into it later. I will make sure. So anyway, we are caught up with the comments and just under 2 hours. That's healthy change from last night, isn't it? So anyway, thank you all for watching last night. So happy with that show. So glad you all liked it. If you haven't seen it yet, please watch it. You will enjoy it. It's clever title pending from last night. We will have it. We will make sure it's in our playlist on the Rising Tide channel before the end of the day. Please check us out, Brian K. Morris Rising Tide channel on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. If we reach 1,100 subscribers we're going to have to more than double our subscribers right now. And thank you to the 570 plus who have signed up for our show. In fact, 574, unless I update this. Let's check it out. But anyway, if we hit 1,100 by the end of Halloween night, 575. That's right. We had Jake Lindsay. Thank you very much. And folks, if we get 1,100 subscribers by the end of Halloween night, we will schedule a 12-hour Nevermind the Furthermore with guests. It will be wonderful, and we will have fun, you and me together. So anyway, time to go to bed, says Jake. Yeah, take one more pee and go to bed, Jake. Well, thank you for being here. Everyone take care and stay creative. Rick Bradley, let's talk about tomorrow night. Oh, man, I was working at the U of I Health Center during H1N1. It was rampant. A Fox News van was outside the building reporting on it, says Sarah. Oh, my, that's wild. And yeah, Carl, now you know how it feels to have your comments blocked for no reason, says the Skunk Rocker. Okay, bye. He says, take care, Skunk. It was good to have you. It was so good to have you, as always. It was good to have you. Thank you for being here, Kat. Mwah, love you. Keep us posted on the teaching thing, okay? Our prayers are with you. Amy Hale, please get better. We love you and John. And please, please, please take care of yourself. It's a horrible world out there right now. And I need all my Nevermorians around me because we got a world to change. You know what I'm saying? And Sarah says they weren't allowed to talk with or video anyone going in and out of the building for privacy reasons. Yeah, I fully agree with that. There are a number of people right now that are, First Amendment frauditors is what they are. And they go into places like that and post offices and police stations and just try to, there are people that make their money by posting garbage on YouTube and for their idiot subscribers. And then they wind up getting arrested half the time. A couple of them are now in jail. And some of them are pretty unsavory. So anyway, we live to mock them. But somebody we don't mock is Jeffrey Hayes because he is so crazy talented. He is the guy who did my latest book cover from Ben Books. Where did I put it? There it is. And it's a Snow Ambition. It is the fourth in the Snow short series. It's a one-shot crime thriller. And it's a quick read. You will enjoy it. I promise you. And it's available right now on Amazon for only 99 cents from Ben Books. Also check out abrahamsnow.com and bobbynash.com. Also check out a clever title pending last night with Bobby Nash and Charles F. Millhouse. It was a good time, and you'll have a good time watching it. But anyway, did you like that cover? The genius behind it was Mr. Jeffrey Hayes and Plasma Fire Graphics. Plasma Fire Graphics sponsored this episode. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. If you want your book to fall into somebody's hands and have them take it home as their new purchase, then get yourself an amazing wraparound cover by the great Jeffrey Hayes. You saw those book covers he did. He did mine. He'll do yours. He's very affordable. He'll also create the graphics you need to sell it, as well as a beautiful book trailer like you just saw. So contact Jeffrey and ask about his rates. Also check out his Facebook page for more examples of his stupendous work, and also plasmafiregraphics.com, where you can contact him directly. Plasma Fire Graphics, when the look of your book matters to you. Plus, we want this has been sponsored by Amy Hale. Amy Hale is feeling down right now, but if you want to bring a smile to her face, her lovely face, please check out her library and buy a book. Available now on Amazon and author amyhale.com. Check out Neurosis, the brand new book, the psychological thriller by the amazing Amy Hale. She's an incredible writer. It's available. All of her books are available in Kindle and in paperback. Pick yours out now on Amazon, also at authoramyhale.com. Get well fast, Amy. We'll check in with you later. Also, talk about people that are helpful. Our Patreons help keep us on the air and thriving. And if you'd like to support the Rising Tide mission with a modest monthly stipend for this organization, please check out www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. We also offer things in exchange for your support, such as sneak peeks of upcoming books, a blog that I will be writing in the next couple of days, I swear to you, and also news and information that you're going to get there first before anyone else. So check us out on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Brian K. Morris. Also check us out on Facebook on our Rising Tide broadcast page. Please give that page a like so you'll be notified of all incredible stuff that we're doing. Don't forget, later tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern, will be the Truth Mongers with Ted Davies and Glenn B. Fleming. They're going to talk about architectural anomalies and resonance, the use of sound. I'm remembering Tesla had a death machine that he created that could make a bridge wobble. But anyway, they'll be talking about that stuff tonight. It'll be so exciting. Then tomorrow morning, Ted Talks Timepieces. Ted Davies shows you his collection of fine wristwear. You'll love watching that show. It's very, very engaging. And then follow that with a live broadcast. It will be Ted with Uncle Carl Witzman. And they'll be talking about cigar smoking and ashtrays. It's going to be a fun episode. Even if you don't smoke, you will love the repartee on that show, and you can be a part of it too with your comments. Then later that night at 7 p.m. will be Comic Book Spectrum with myself, Eric Hawkins, Brian Rodman, and Clyde Hall, as we review some of the latest comic book releases, as well as talking about the comics industry. And we've got a few things to talk about this week. There are some goings on that raised our interest, and we think you'll enjoy the conversation. Please join us in that conversation. Then at 9 p.m. will be Stupid O'Clock with Joe Dog McKeel, the Skunk Rocker, Dan, John, Heather, Bill, and anyone else that wanders into that studio. It's the great after convention hours conversation you love to have. It's engaging, it's fun, you will laugh, you will enjoy yourself. And then stay tuned for more of the same with Dan Hollifield's Last Man Standing. Will he beat the 5 hours I put in last night on clever title bidding? Tune in and see. And then Friday morning we will return for another episode of Nevermind the Furthermore with me, Brian K. Morris, and getting ready to go to Carbondale. Don't forget, we will be in Carbondale at Castle Perilous on the 200 block of West Main and Carbondale, Illinois. It's a great gaming and comic book shop. Please come see us. We'll be there from 10 to 2, and we want to see you there. We'll bring in the books that you bought off of Amazon during the COVID, and we'll have stuff for sale too. So please come visit us. We look forward to seeing you there. And with that, folks, we are going to take our we bid you a cheese fondue. And we'll run a few ads from some of our friends at the end of the show. But we hope, folks, you have a great midweek. Remember, it's New Comic Book Day. Support your local comic shop. Also, it's Hump Day. We're going to get through this week, folks. It's going to be a long one. But we'll get through it together because that's what the Nevermorians do for each other. Thank you for everything you all do for me. I appreciate you all. And hope you all have a great day. And Sarah, I believe, has one more comment, or a couple more comments. It was the National Fox News people. They pretty much just sat on their butts in their van all day because they couldn't annoy people, which they're good at. Yeah, that's true. That's true of a lot of news organizations, but they make it a specialty there. And love you to the abyss and back. Sarah. Much love, sweetheart. We'll talk to you later, I promise. And we'll talk to you tomorrow night on Comic Book Spectrum at 7 p.m. Eastern. And we'll talk to you again on Friday for another live Nevermind the Furthermore. And we hope you have a great day, everyone. And reach out if you're not having one. We'll see what we can do to perk you up, or at least listen to you. Event. So anyway, thank you to everyone who's watched us on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Facebook. And please subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Remember, 1100 by the end of Halloween, and we got that 12-hour show coming up. So anyway, folks, have a super Wednesday. I love you all, and as always, stay smart, stay safe, wash your hands, never apologize for being awesome. That's just what you are. Have a great day, everyone. We'll see you tomorrow night, and we'll see you Friday on a new Nevermind the Furthermore. See you live on Friday. Bye-bye.
Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore, your morning dose of creative conversation and coffee with your host, Brian K. Morris, independent publisher, freelance hybrid author, award-winning playwright, Facebook famous YouTuber, and former mortician's assistant. Get ready to start.
Hi, I am Joe D. McPhee. I am the host of From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher, and I want to cordially invite you to watch our show Saturdays at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. On our show, we will have different guests as well as talk about the comic book industry and pop culture. And every so often, I might actually do a drawing session or a 3D rendering session every here and there. So once again, I want to invite you to watch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher right here on the broadcast channel that you're looking at, whether it be Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. Hope to see you there, and make certain that you catch From the Desk of a Small Press Publisher at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Thanks.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
Oops.
Thank you for watching Nevermind the Furthermore, a Rising Tide broadcast network production. If you enjoyed any part of this show, please give it a like or a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and consider becoming one of our Patreon supporters. Thanks again, and we'll see you next time on Nevermind the Furthermore.
Now, every Sunday morning, longtime independent comics creator and Indie Volt podcaster Randy Zimmerman hosts a discussion on the lighter side of comics, the more whimsical and fun comics out there, on the Sunday Funnies. That's 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Sunday on Indie Volt, indievolt.com, the Indie Volt YouTube channel, and the usual Indie Volt sites on Facebook. Listen in, won't you? Participate in the chat. Let's have some fun. See you there.
Stop. Stormgate Press presents Pulp Reality 2. 10 new short stories from today's leading authors and illustrators in the new pulp genre. Packed with pirates, private eyes, aliens, automatons, villains, and vigilantes. High adventure, wondrous fantasy, mysterious horror, and startling science fiction await. Pick up a copy and be transported to astonishing places and travel to amazing times in the golden age pulp style. This is Pulp Reality 2. Available now on Amazon.com. From author Brian K. Morris comes a classic hero in a high-flying, fast-paced, and action-packed steampunk adventure. The original Skyman battles the Master of Steam with an introduction by comics icon and historian Roy Thomas. A Rising Tide, an Ace Comics publication. Available now in print or digital format on Amazon.com.
How dare you!